Good to see you guys. The beat drop is always perfect, yes. Definitely is. Yes, this is the Christmas version. This is the Christmas version, yo. Good to see you guys. Good to see you being here. So I have my rebel shirt. You know, just try to make it all match. You say it's a bit too quiet. I don't think I can make it louder, to be completely honest with you. Okay, guys. So, good to see you. Sledgevin wrote, we are in the midst of winter. How are you wearing a t-shirt? Well, you know, I just did my, my winter, how do you call that? Chimney? Forgive me, but I have forgot the English word. You know, Mijas asked about the mod that asked the metro system. So yes, so I have read something about it, but I didn't see it yet. So it's for me, it's hard to comment on it. You know. So the rest of the comments says it's great, but because it's mod, it's a little rough. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a bit of the video. It would be great to have something like that done by the game, by CDPR. So, Mijas, we talked about it in the past a bit, right? Like, the thing is, like, every time when you add anything to the game, you need to be very considerate, right? Like, you need to make sure that whatever you're actually doing, whatever you're actually adding, makes sense in a whole ecosystem of the game. You know, with the subway, it has its consequences, you know, adding it like this. So it cannot be added recklessly, as you can imagine. Fireplace is comedic, yes. Fireplace is comedic, absolutely. Fireplace is comedic. Savas Kirlos wrote, so happy that I'm seeing the stream live. My respect, Pavel, for the amazing quest in Cyberpunk. Thank you so much, Savas. I'm really grateful that you're here with us today. Okay. So, my dear chat, we actually have a bunch of things to do before we'll be able to jump into the game, because, like, as I talked already on Twitter, this is the last stream before our Christmas break. So, you know, it's time to look back on the past year, you know, the whole 2021. And talk about it maybe a bit. Resonmon asked, hey, when is the next big update? Well, I mean, you know, I know, guys, it's a meme material in a way, but when it will be ready, you know, when everything will be ready for you guys. That's, I think, the answer. But we are working on it. Thank you, Kogito, so much for gifting the subs. You are your absolute best, man. I really appreciate you, and really appreciate you doing this. Sledgen wrote best guess between March and May for the new update. I mean, so again, like, I'm not commenting on any dates right now. We definitely want to make it in a way that you guys will be satisfied with the quality, that we'll be satisfied with the quality, and that you won't have to wait too long, you know, for it. Okay, then. So, my dear chat, there is, I think that would be it when it comes to the introduction. Now, I really want to jump now to and to greet our Reds and our moderators, because from Reds I already see that we have Silverwolf. Nice that you're with us, Silverwolf. Silverwolf is Christian. Christian is our cinematic designer. You guys probably know it. And outside of that, we have our two fantastic mods. We have Sapphire. Thank you so much, Sapphire, for being with us. Big heart. And Kogito, thank you so much, Kogito, for modding. Now, if you guys see anyone on the chat who is who has a diamond icon and is speaking, that means that it's a member of a red team, as you guys probably know already, but I just wanted to mention this for all the new viewers. Revorval asks, do you think we'll see a roadmap for 2022 in January? I actually don't know. to be completely honest. You know, I'm more focused on like actually making sure that the quality of what we provide you guys with is good rather than like actual like roadmap. So I'm sorry, but I'm probably not the best person to address this question. And Cogito wrote Sapphire's Pablo's girlfriend. Thank you, Cogito. I think that everyone knows at this point, but hey, who knows? Just in case anyone doesn't know. Delamain asked if it's true that the walk button will be in 1.5. So guys, I'm not going to discuss anything new that will be added to the game, but you know, I mean, hopefully those things will happen because we know that you guys want it. Thank you guys to be here. I see Lucy Art, I see Kit Kat Kate, I see Romulos. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Aja is here as well. Camilo Cesaro, obviously, and Gutek. You guys are the best. Eurodyne, I see all of you. Now, Mighty Chat, I want to actually jump to the game kinda soon, but I think it's good to like, you know, look back and what we actually have, you know, how the year has been, and also like what the community has been working on in the past, like I would say 2 weeks or so. But some of you actually posted really cool, how to say it, sum ups of the whole year, which I think is really good, really great. So I wanted to actually look at that as well. So yes, so Delamain just commented that Cyberbang 2069 is out. So I don't know, guys, if you know, but it's like a visual novel that basically I guess I can call them fans, the fans of the game have been working on, and this is really awesome. Actually, yes, Cyberbang, my beloved. Yeah, exactly. So I actually downloaded already the Cyberpunk. Wanna take a look. From what I know, it's not family friendly for a family friendly stream, so probably we won't be playing on it on the stream and so on. So that's why I didn't like see yet say anything yet publicly about it. I just want to take a look what it is. I'm just expecting a lot of not safe for work content there. So hey, here you go. Yes, no Outsider No More is playing in the background. Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Hello, Miles. Good to see you. Guys, you can see Toast Spender in the chat. Miles is our senior level designer. Great to see you, Miles, today with us. And Miles was here actually on our anniversary stream last week. And he basically tricked me. Miles tricked me into loading his save and fucking getting blown up. I don't know. So those of you that have been here know it, like literally, like I've been blown up. Yes, the Miles trick, the milestone trick. Yeah, milestone trick and all that exactly. But yeah. But I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you guys liked it. You can always count on Miles doing the epic trolling. Exactly. Yes, ex-Evelyn. Now, guys, so few updates. First of all, regarding the giveaways, Cogito has already delivered the giveaway, the cameo one, to our winner, so that's awesome. Now, I have already prepared all the packages for you guys. I've actually added a few nicer things to those packages to just make sure that, all those are nice and cool. I received literally, like, just before this stream, last data from the last people that didn't send me anything that they could actually send it before. So basically, hopefully tomorrow morning, literally all the packages will leave my place, and I will use the fastest delivery service I can. So I'll try to get them to you before Christmas. Now, thing is, I'm not sure if it will be always possible because some of you guys live really far away. We have like people from Finland, Sweden, US, Germany is kind of close, and Poland. So those will for sure arrive before Christmas. But there are some that are like, another continent, well, I guess US. So this may take a bit of time, but everything in the hands of the couriers, to make sure that those are delivered to you guys. Yeah, El Bugato kinda lol, exactly. Roma, thank you for being here with us. Thank you again, Pavel. I think I hope you guys will be happy. You know, I hope you guys will be happy with what I packed for you, because I actually personally prepared all the packages. Sweden far away? No way, that's far. I mean, well, yeah, it's not Poland, right? So, you know, that's it. But at least it's in EU, so that always is faster. We see Kazuliski on the chat. Hello, Kazuliski. Nice that you're with us. You're still recovering from last week. You mean you? Or like who? Like me? I'm definitely fine. I'm definitely not recovering. Now, guys, so we did that. Now let's go to some memes, updates, and other things from the community that I think were actually really wonderful in the past week, I would say. So let me just go through this. So one of the first things that I wanted to actually speak about is Miłogost. And you guys probably know about Miłogost. Miłogost Reczek, that is our, or at least it used to be, our voice actor. A fantastic person to work with. Miłogost has been playing roles of Vesemir in Witchers. He has been playing a role of Victor Vector in Cyberpunk. And unfortunately, he passed away just recently. I just wanted to make a small tribute to Miłogost. I know that he has been a fantastic actor to work with, and there was a lot of people that really enjoyed working with Miłogost. Mikołaj Szwed, our localization director, he really spoken very highly about Miłogost, and it will definitely feel, him missing. So I just wanted to mention this. I'm not sure if all of you have been here, if all of you know about Miłogost passing. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know about this. Yeah, we'll all remember him, and we'll all remember his performance. You know, that's the thing. That's the ultimate way, I guess, for an actor, for an artist of some sort, to really stay in the people memory, simply through their art and through the things that they're actually giving to others. Okay. That was one of the part. Now I actually have a much nicer, or more, I would say, interesting news to share with you. So I don't know, guys, if you recognize this. Valerie Silverhand, yes, I see you on the chat. Actually, you guys probably know what it is. So we are changing slightly an atmosphere. Yes, that's the book. Actually, I was actually so shocked when I got it. You guys are absolute fucking legends. You guys are absolute fucking legends. So what happened was I got notified that there's a package waiting for me. And I will show you guys what it was, because I actually don't have that book anymore with me, and I'll explain why in a moment. But nothing bad happened to it. I took care of it. So guys, I received this really awesome message, right? Like it says, w imieniu społeczności AMA dla zespołu Cyberpunka, thank you, and then kisses. So this is a message that I received, and from someone who has sent it to me on my address to the company. So basically, we are not getting unboxing video, no, because I actually didn't know what will be in the package. So that's why I made few pictures, but we are going to do something else. And I'll basically tell you guys in a moment. So basically what I did, I actually started going through that book, and it's actually absolutely insane, yeah, very family friendly. Exactly, it was not completely family friendly. Yeah, that's Valerie's page, exactly. So basically, guys, what it is, it's actually an absolutely badass, oh, sorry, yes, that was supposed to be the second one. I don't know why it skipped. So basically, when I opened it up, this was inside, right? This was actually inside. This absolutely fantastic book called Us Cyberpunks, you know, with a great quality print, you know, with a cover and so on. And I have actually just opened it up. I was like shocked. What the hell is that? So I just opened up the book, right, and started going through all the pages and so on. And unfortunately, I didn't make too many pictures of it. Like, those are actually only pictures I have. But when I saw actually what it is, it's basically our members of community who have made pictures, you know, of things that they have done, you know, throughout the year, you know, with actually small, you know, with actual letters, you know, pointing out to what they have done. It's a really impressive work. So what I've done, I actually talked to our community team, and I took that book, I packaged it back in, and I actually took it to our work, to our Jagiellońska, you know, to our main headquarters, and I talked to our community team, and hopefully they will basically make a cool pictures, and they will basically make a post on the social media about it, because I really feel that it deserves a bigger tribute that I can give it to it. So that's basically what will happen. That's why I don't have the book with me, right? Because I thought, okay, I'll actually do a better thing that I can, and I talked to our amazing community team, to Marcin, Momo, to Amelia. And they said that they will look into it. So I cannot promise you guys anything, but I've done my part. I basically took your book and delivered it, and it will be placed somewhere in the display, somewhere in the studio. So yeah, so now everything is in the hands of our community team. But I just wanted to say thank you, guys. It was fucking cool. It was fucking cool. Really, really awesome. Yeah. So for those that just tune in right now, I just got that package, you know, Us Cyberpunks, with lots of awesome pages. I didn't make more pictures, you know. I didn't make more pictures, you know, about the pages. So hey, that's so sweet of you. I'm not sure if you mean me or you mean the community, but definitely you guys are the best, you know. You guys are the best. Machiavelli asked, what do you think about Keanu's interview about he modded Cyberpunk? He was very positive. Well, I mean, you know, Keanu is a very positive guy, but yeah. So, you know, I'm glad he had a good laugh. I'm glad he had a good laugh about this. I think, you know, that's not an answer. What do you mean, Dreamskak? What I'm supposed to tell you? What I'm supposed to tell you. Okay, guys, let's jump out now to the memes and community creations for the past year, in a way, last week and then past year, and we'll basically see what you guys have been working on. Anyway, just wanted to wrap up this page, this part about the book. You guys are awesome. This is fucking awesome. Okay. Let me jump in. So, first one, you all got more of that Saska Sunday special edition stream. I mean, I'm glad you liked it. That was really awesome. That was really awesome that you guys liked it. I really definitely spent so much time preparing it, you know, talking to various people actually about it and so on. So I'm glad you guys liked it. Guys, alternate Cyborg is here on the chat. Thank you so much, Dilara, for being with us. Alternate Cyborg is our graphic designer. Thank you so much, Dilara. Okay, so F. Manueli wrote, thank you, Pavel and Maximilian M, and I hope you and the team enjoyed the book. Thank you so much, Maximilian. I actually saw that you wrote this, how to say it, an entry chapter, entry word to the book. Thank you so much, Maximilian, for taking care of it. It's definitely kick-ass thing. Lots of love from Alternate Cyborg. Hello, Silver Wolf. I mentioned that you're already with us because I've seen you on the chat already. Okay, so that's another one. Pavel Cyber Santa Sasko. Merry Christmas, bitches. Yeah, I guess it's about the packages. Hey, here you guys go. You know, those are going to be sent very, very soon. You get a giveaway and you get a giveaway. Hey, this is regarding the giveaways that we have done on the last stream. Anniversary stream in pictures, kick-ass music, amazing guests, record-setting crowd and appreciation. Hey, guys, you have set up the record-setting crowd. That was fucking cool. That so many of you actually wanted to be here, that decided to show up. Thank you so much. It was all worth it. Over 1.k. Yeah, actually, like we had like over 1.8 Camille Cesaro. That was the peak, but yeah, the average was like 1.5, which was insane, or even higher actually. Doesn't matter. But I mean, the number doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that you guys have been here and you liked it. Anyway, let's move on. So now I actually wanted to take a look on like some of the things that our dear Freaks, Gongs, and others have been working on. I actually wanted to take a look, you know, for like whole year what you guys been working on. So here you have a bit of love for Bryce from Voss. You know, all the, you know, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and other months. You guys fucking cool. Template by Pinky. Yes, we will actually have more from Pinky. Now we have more from Hanaka, so I guess this is Cybervesta. This is one of them, you know, just going through, you know, what Cybervesta has been on. This is another one, our Hanako. This is a really cool one, you know, especially that modded, I guess, that modded, flowers, you can say, you know. Yes, Vesta, exactly. And yeah, this is now the sorry, did I actually skip? Because sometimes it actually yes, okay, I did skip. Hey, Cybervesta, I recognize that person. Who the hell is that? By the way, you know, here you have it. Yeah, that's you again, exactly. Okay, guys, another one regarding Carrie. When someone gets upset over bugs in Cyberpunk when the game was released 57 years too early. Yeah, that's basically this meme who probably won't ever die. Get a load of this guy over there. For any lovers of Carrie. Now, guys, I actually, for any lovers of Carrie, because I actually wanted to jump into another thing regarding Carrie. Let me actually switch the view, because there was also something cool regarding Carrie I wanted to show. I actually think that that's the good one. Here you go, you know, some moving part about Carrie. You know, a bit like here you guys go, you know, Christmas vibes. Winter vibes, a creative way, you know, a creative way to present your screenshots and shots. A really nice one. Okay, guys, let me go back because I need to switch the view again because I'm just juggling all those windows. Just want to make sure that. Okay, that was our Carrie. Let's look what else has been going on. Okay, so this is actually probably a guy that you all know, Pinky Julian and his Mitch. You know, here you go. with you know, like happy birthday to Cyberpunk for like for a whole year. Yeah, pretty cool composition. Pinky, especially, you know, like the part here with the with the Panzer and so on. This is another one, like just shot through the whole year. Pretty awesome part. We have actually seen some of those. I think on the way when we've been during the streams already. And I remember, like, I think the here's the Christmas one, the December one for you. And I remember, like, that everyone was really impressed, Pinky, with the version for the Halloween, with the Dr. Frankenstein, or rather Dr. Mitchenstein. Really quality stuff, man. Really quality stuff. Did I skip over something? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So hey, some appreciation for Oda. Vesta, that's gay. I like it. I guess something for everyone. Hey, here you go. There's a cool question from Revolver regarding, like, streams and me as a quest director. Thank you, Revolver. Actually, like, you're asking fucking amazing questions, man. We will address this as soon as I'm switching to the game. Okay, I don't want to stay too much on this because I wanted to actually focus on the pictures. So, guys, do you remember? Like, I actually mentioned to you that Oda is one of our scant developers. So I guess like, I was actually talking to him. I think last week, because I've been in the studio. We've been, like, reviewing basically all the new things that we're working for you guys, and I was in person in the studio, and I actually met the guy who is scanned Oda, and I told him, like, hey, there's, like, so many people loving Oda as a person, so hey, yeah. Can we meet the real Oda? I mean, maybe at some point, guys. Why not? This is something from Kamil. Can you invite him, please? I mean, well, that's the thing. Not everyone, I guess, is as open and as how to say it, maybe ready, to just go live and chat with you guys for like 4 to 6 hours. It takes some balls and some training, I would say. But we can try. Sure, why not? I'm a fan of that. Guys, that they love having guests. So hey, Kamil, hopefully you won't have any more strokes, in 2022. I'll try. Pavel has balls in training. Hey, Okay, so now let's switch to the something for smashers. So this is a really kick-ass shirt. Hey, here you go. Oh, hey, Steel here. Thank you so much for gifting us up. Yeah, you are really cool. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, a pretty awesome shirt, I have to say. This looks pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's a great design. That's why I was like, I looked at it, I was like, damn. I looked at it, I was like, damn, that's really cool. And some other actually pictures. Those are like, I think this is just a various pictures from the time. From the whole year, regarding Adam Smasher, of course, and I guess Hyena the Queen, as you guys call her, together. I actually personally really like this tattoo. The fact that you can have in Cyberpunk, like the barcode sort of. On the forehead. Okay, guys. What else we have? Another shot from Smasher. Actually, this one is interesting because those are, I guess, flowers. A cool one. Now let's look at this, because here I think, yes, this is Wolfie. Did I skip someone? Wait, let me actually check, because I actually think I skipped someone. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I skipped V. I knew that that I didn't. That I went too fast. Okay. Let me actually. There was a cool comment from Leoncio. I can't unsee the Smasher sex scene each time I see him. Okay. I mean, not sure what game you've been playing. or what modded game you've been playing, but hey. So here's Evie Eurodyne, here's Penny, I guess, and Judy Silverhead. Pretty cool mashups. Yeah, the community is really talented. I mean, community is really talented. Blishtar wrote the lunchbox with 5 dots. Yeah, 5 dots. Pretty cool. I actually, you know what's really interesting? You know that actually, like, Panam as Danny, like, works so well, you know? Panam as Danny works so well. I mean, Judy as Silverhead also is not bad. And Evie Eurodyne also kind of works, you know? I mean, it's pretty clever, it's pretty clever. But it's just like, I think here, you know, Panam fits, like, specifically well over that. Okay, and guys, what we else have, and I think this will be the last one, actually, I wanted to point out, Wolfie. Wolfie, I saw your message, actually, on the Twitter. I saw your message, actually, on the Twitter, and, you know, like, I am proud, you know, of the fact that you're, you know, drawing more and trying more things and so on, and you feel encouraged by what we've been doing here. Because you know, it's that's the thing. It's just like you guys are so talented, you know, and that's the thing. Each artist has been bad before they got good, right? Like I hope you're all aware of it, right? Like it's just like it's so interesting. Like oh God, Blishtar, thank you so much for gifting subs to the community. Thank you so much. It's really appreciated. Thank you, Blishtar. Guys, what I wanted to tell you, like, we sometimes actually talk about it as devs. I remember, like, Patrick Mills, right? Like, a quest designer that did the, Dream On, for instance, and he did also the Highwayman, right? Why I'm bringing up those 2 quests? Because Patrick used to say that he basically made the best quests in the game and also the worst quests in the game. And I let you judge, you know, what in his opinion is best and what is the worst. But that's the thing, you know, Patrick actually... he has been very open, you know, about this, and you know, sometimes as an artist, you just need to do stuff that is like not great quality to just make things that are great quality. And yeah, Wolfie, I see your comment. Thank you so much, Wolfie. You know, I appreciate really your openness and you know, your courage, because like that's the thing, you know, being an artist takes balls. You know, it takes balls. Guys, honestly, like no matter what you're doing, right? Like no matter what you're actually building, it takes real balls to actually make something like this and to make art of a good quality. You know, yeah, exactly. Art is vulnerable. It's putting yourself out there. Exactly, absolutely. You know. And it's just like each of us know, you know, how it feels, because you guys in this community, you know, because so many of you are actually artists of some sort, right? Like either you can be as Romulus, right, who is basically data miner and modder. You can be an amazing modders like Pinky Julian, or like you can be an artist like, you know, Northern Wolf, you know, and that's the thing. It takes balls, you know, to really like go make something and go out there, you know. Hello, Stealth Spell. Great to have you here with us. As you guys know, Stealth Spell is Despina. Despina is a quest designer in the questing. Thank you so much, Despina, for being with us. Machiavelli wrote, Pinky removed green filter from Panam scene. That is something I'm grateful forever. Well, here you go, Machiavelli, you know, like that's the reason why it's basically really good to have, it's really good to have, you know, such a talented modding community, you know, around us, because you just can't be certain, you know, that some things, you know, that you would want to have, you know, maybe the devs won't make, you know, you don't, because you don't know that, you know, always the modders can do, and this is, you know, this is always great, you know, when you guys can actually support each other and build something you guys like, you know. Stealth spell wrote chest to Christian. So guys, by the way, both Christian and stealth spell are not. So stealth spell Despina, both Christian Despina, they're not talking Polish. They do not speak Polish. So hey, this is them trying, you know. Machiavelli wrote, Pinky doesn't like me though. I mean, Machiavelli, because you have you been bad? You know, have you been bad? Probably yes. You know, we are a sum of our life choices. This is how it works. You know. Exactly. Anyhow, guys, we are switching now to the game. You can probably hear already. You can probably hear that we are already slowly getting into the game in the background. I will have the game running in a moment, and we are switching to playing the hunt. Today we are going to basically be delving more into the storyline of River. Let me load the game.
Hey everyone, welcome to Info Flash. Say, did y'all lose power yesterday too?
Leave the main menu OST playing perhaps. I mean, I just want to like get as quick to the game as I can, you know? Okay, I think I have the game running. Let me really quickly check if I don't have anything illegal. Because hey, you guys know me, I always have some illegal crap going on in my game. Nope, I think I have everything fine. That is nice. Okay, River, my beloved, Blishtar wrote, yeah. That's good. That's good that you're here then with us, because we are going to have a lot of River today. Camille Cesaro, some illegal stuff with caps. Yes, illegal stuff with caps. Exactly. That's exactly illegal Sasko, KitKat Kate. That's, yes. Vicho wrote about the Miłogost. Yeah, Vicho 75. We actually talked about Miłogost Reczek at the very beginning of this stream, you know. So, yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately this happened. Okay, dear chat, I actually have to come clean, you know. I actually have to come clean. So I've been very naughty. I've been very naughty recently. So I have spent a lot of money, guys. I have spent a lot of money. Do you guys see? No surprise. Smasher's wife, no surprise. Come on. Well, anyway, for cars, no, Kamil, no for cars. Actually, for just, you know, actually prostitutes and booze. No, I was actually buying different clothes, you know. Hey, I've been, yes, that's a new helm, Cydric, yes, I actually bought a new helm for myself. Because that's the thing, every time when I prepare for the stream and I want to, like, make sure I have everything ready, I know what I'm going to do, I know what I'm going to show, I know what I want to address. Joy Toys, Vira died. Yeah, I mean, maybe just a bit, but not too much. Hello Towny wrote, can we get a sneak peek into Trasbog here, Papa? No sneak peeks. Besides, I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you for Papa, that works. Yeah. Glossalia wrote, Cyberpunk has been keeping me through the entire year and made me very interested in virtual photography. Best game I've ever played. Thank you so much. This is a really high praise for the game, of course. And I'm really glad, you know, I'm really glad you have found something for yourself, you know. That's great. And that you have found actually something that, you know, interests you. By the way, Glossalia, like, I don't know if you know it. Oh, thank you so much, Nixon Lul, for the Prime, for the sub, sorry, not for the Prime. You're the best. So, I don't know, guys, if you know, but we can actually... Ooh, there's some bad people there. Let me punish them, and we are moving to the river. Well, I'm actually going to talk to you, because there are some points that some people redeemed. I bet that there was a... Thanks, Skippy. There is a game dev career advice by Jadunio112. Hey, Jadunio. Okay, Jadunio, I want to talk to you guys about some behind the, sorry, not behind the scenes, but about the game dev career advice. So, my dear chat, I'm really searching for it, and I'm so slow. My processor is lagging today. Okay, I found it. Perfect. Okay, guys. So, Glossalia, because you actually made a really interesting point actually in the chat a moment ago, and I wanted to, guys, some bad people. Okay. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Thing is that actually, like from few years back, one thing that actually happened in the game dev, which is really interesting to me, is this new, completely, I would say, completely new branch of a art, you can say, which is the virtual photography in general, and basically screenshot art. You know, so basically being a screenshot artist, there's like so many actually studios, you know, around the world that right now basically have and employ different screenshot artists, basically as a matter of their promotional materials. So actually, Glossalia, like Glossolalia, a new branch of art. Yeah, you can say so. You can say so. I mean, it's in a way, you know, a new branch of a photography. So you could make a point that it's a new branch of art. Give me your head. Fantastic. So Glossalia, what I wanted to actually tell you is like, make sure to really like work on your art, develop this, because you really like, if you're interested in like photography, or if you're interested in actual virtual photography and looking for a job in game dev, that kind of experience really may help you a lot, you know. Making badass screenshots is something that is definitely one of the is definitely a skill that is, you know, a desired thing, and you could find plenty of studios that are looking for people for that specific position. So I really encourage you to try out and just, you know, just keep working on it. Because you can be a photographer, because this is literally the same skill set, right? You can be a camera operator, like it's a similar skill set, I would say. It requires maybe a bit more, you know, for camera operator, but definitely the skill set is similar of some sort. So I definitely encourage you to try it. Now, guys, I think we have found a shard that I skipped because of the... because I got a perk that I need to spend. I actually spent all the perks on this. That's not what I want to do. Handguns, assaulted. Let's go into handguns. My dear chat, what are you feeling I could actually buy? Did I see NC cart, I guess, N-cart, a mod? I actually didn't, Zirenti. I saw the Metro one. This is the one that you're ignoring. Pavel, stop ignoring me. Cybervesna, I've never ignored you in my life. What are you talking about? You're one of 500 people in the chat. You know, I'm looking at the questions. Anyhow, my dear chat, what should I acquire? What should I get? You know, you guys think, because we are definitely developing this handgun ability. When I'm looking at the chat, Zurenti. So I've seen actually the Metro mod, but not in the game. I've seen like some videos from it, and I talked about it at the beginning. Yeah, I've talked about it at the beginning a bit. So Cybervesna. Oh, hello, Ayano. Ayano is Monica. Monica is our UI producer and our mod. Hello, Ayano. As you know, Monica is also streaming. She's streaming Destiny 2. You can find her in my recommended streamers. Thank you so much for being with us. And she's a member of Red Team, as you guys probably know. So, Cybervesna, you said that I'm ignoring you, so now I'll read your question. I mentioned that in the book you received, and plenty of times on other occasions. I know you got a lot of hate because of the game, but remember that there are also people like us whose life was changed for the good. Thank you so much, Vesna, for your comment. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. Yeah, it's like it's actually really interesting, because like the negative emotions are actually stronger, right, than the positive emotions. So it's sometimes really easy to just get lost on negativity. And, even when you're actually trying to stay, positive and whatnot, it's much, much easier than you would want, That's the way it works. Also overwhelming too. Oh, you mean that the hate is overwhelming, Machiavelli? Yeah, it is. It is. Especially, like when you just, like I pay attention to like a lot of things, right? Like I watch the YouTube videos, I check Twitter, I check Reddit. Also, like, because probably like I don't want maybe like other people have to do that, and have to like, yeah, I guess check the hate, because sometimes people that hate us, in a way they sometimes have a point about some things, and I don't want to sweep like in a way like remove and ignore that feedback, so to say. But that feedback can be very destructive. Anyway, I very often check it. It's extremely painful, when you're like trying to do something good. Like, you guys can't imagine how many negative comments I read about myself, about the streams, about, well, game in general, but specifically targeted myself, and even about like 1 year anniversary stream that I made, right? Since last week. And yeah, and it's just like people just pick like one single thing that I did and just keep on going with like some hate posts and so on. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, at some point, I hope you will understand what you're doing. And like, that's the thing, like, people that are actually writing those hateful posts, they're on the chat today, right? Because I recognize your nicks, and it's interesting, It's interesting that you're here, even though you presumably hate what I'm doing. Anyway, that would be enough for the comment. For this, let me actually take a look. Let me actually take a look about the on what I want to get, because holy shit, guys, don't worry, like, I'm way too fucking strong to care. That's it. I this past year and a half, maybe 2 years, made my skin so thick that you need to fucking bazooka to damage me. And like anything, like I take it as a fuel, And like, I just take like, you know how it is? It's just like I stand there with like a cup and like take, and drink the, take the, tears of a haters, to that cup and drink the delicious tears of haters, when they see, the game actually growing, getting better and better. And when people see actually us getting better. And in this case, when the hate was directed towards me, actually me specifically, getting better and stronger. So yeah. So anyway, and like, for those that are here on the chat and like are usually writing those fucking hateful comments, I even though you guys probably don't know what you're doing and you just don't understand, I guess, what you're doing, I still appreciate your presence, because I hope that one day you will actually understand. Anyhow, my dear chat, I think I spent enough time talking about it, and I absolutely appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys being here and just and all your positive comments. Because guys, I'm not ignoring the positivity. So don't worry about it. Cybervesna, it's always like that, sadly. Bad things are louder, but we have to focus on good things. We as the creators of the fan content also struggle with it, just like you do. We are all in some way artists and are fragile of this kind of stuff, but remember, we wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in what you do. You are fuel for us, changing our lives. Like, literally, I just went through recruitment process, CDPR. Being 21, I didn't imagine myself here a year ago at all, but you gave me hope. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cybervesna. I'm proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you. So proud of you. Wolfie wrote, we ought to take a bazooka with love towards you. This is a threat. Wolfie. Ortix Polti asked again about the mod for Metro system. I actually haven't played with it. You know, I've definitely seen it. I'll take a look. Okay, I definitely want to, like, you know, get more accustomed with it. So I would, you know, guys, what I would actually really appreciate if you would, like, because for me as a designer, it's actually a really interesting topic. If you would actually on the chat tell me why do you guys think it would make the game better for you. Like, what are the arguments why you think that this is something that we as devs would advance, let's say, like, few months of work into to actually make, you know? Because, like, on the mod, you could see that, you know, well, okay, the camera doesn't really work exactly. There's, like, plenty of visual issues, you know, and so on. And, you know, to be completely honest, I'm not being negative towards anyone right now who made that mod. I think it's an absolutely fucking amazing achievement. And I think that that person should be completely praised, right? So we are not talking about the quality of the mod here. What I'm talking about is, like, for us as devs to make something like this, it requires a lot of work because basically the bar is a bit higher. And what I mean by that, we need to make sure that it works for 10 platforms, that it doesn't work only for PCs, right? We need to make sure that it works everywhere. And it's challenging, right? It's not trivial. Because as we talked about it already on this stream, so you guys know that if something was trivial, we would have made it. I see Chivok in the chat. Hello, Mike. Thank you so much for being with us. As you guys know, Chivok is our customer support engineer. Thank you so much, Chivok, for being here with us. I see that Self-Spell actually responded to some quest design question. Thank you so much, Despina, for doing so, because there's too much for me to handle a bit on the chat. Too many, I would say, different topics. Starwolf wrote to immersion, that the subway would give immersion. Okay, but would you, like, Starwolf, would you, like, being a dev, right? Like, let's say being a quest director, would you, like, sit down and think, okay, few months of work for, like, multiple different departments, I feel that this brings enough new good things to the game other than other things, right? Because you just always need to think that you're not spending resources or not doing anything. You're spending resources on one thing or another, right? You're always choosing between something, right? You're never basically deciding to do something or just, like, idle and, like, you know, just, you know, lay low and, like, I don't know, fuck around instead of actually doing the work. You don't, like, as a lead, as a director, you basically look in this and you need to assign resources. And by resources, you mean time, people, effort, money, all that stuff from multiple different departments. So Starwolf, it's actually, I think, an interesting exercise, you know, for us here on the chat. Guys, think, right? Like, would you prefer this or anything else? Do you think that that's exactly what should be the focus? Because that's why I'm just asking, right? Like, do you feel that that's something? Because it's a good exercise for game designer, right? To just, like, have a thought in this exercise of, like, okay, looking for a cyberpunk as a whole, I feel that, like, this is, like, it needs the most right now, right? So as a point of right now, which is 1.31, excluding, like, whatever we are working on, I think that this is the most important thing to be addressed and spent resources on. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a perspective, right? Like, just because I need to think about the game as a whole rather than as, like, a bunch of disconnected pieces, you know, that do something, I guess. But they need to work together. Like, this is extremely important. Hey, hello, Celebi. Thank you so much for the sub. Jesus, I'm so far behind with the chat. Thank you, Celebi, for the sub. Sarah Norma, press first of all, make another Cyberpunk game. Okay, not commenting on that at all. Okay, I see, guys, you're having a really interesting, like, thoughts and comments in the chat. Let me actually, like, upgrade my skills and I will move on. Let me just from head to toe. I'll just pick from head to toe. Okay, and let me actually save the game really quickly. I will look there, and while I'm basically switching, I'll look at your comments. You guys are so talkative today. Holy fuck. Okay, I have discovered the meaning of life. Steampunk 3077. Metro got him excited? Who? Who got him excited? The Delabate? Oh, cool. I have discovered the meaning of life. Cool, I'm gonna give it up. What is it? Let's ask him. Maybe he... Hexagram 61, the filth line dynamic. Okay, nice. Machado wrote, Epiku jest w dobrej cenie Cyberpunk. Hello, Machado. Nice to have you here. Please use English if you can on the chat, because we have just so many people from different countries. It's great when we can understand each other. It says basically that there's a Cyberpunk in a good price on Epic right now, apparently. God. Serenity. I wish there was more systems and things to progress in the game to make it feel more alive and natural, random builds to explore activities and such. It feels very static. Exactly, Serenity. So in your opinion, like, you feel that that would be something probably more important, right? Than the subway, I guess, right? I suspect that this is what you mean. Revolver Salota wrote a pretty long question, but basically the point is that there were like some companies that were making worse games before, and because of, you know, just the hate and in a way, and that anger that was triggered in devs, you know, they started to making, you know, a really great games. And Revolver said, and I wish you that. Thank you so much, Revolver. I really appreciate you being here and all your comments. You guys, you're fucking awesome. Dome R10, I would say it attacks one of the main problems of game, I guess the subway. It attacks one of the main problems of the game, which is interactivity with the world outside of the quests. And traveling through the city is one of the main things you do in this game. So offering the player more and interactive ways is something the world would be very welcomed. Okay, I mean, that's an interesting point, Dome. But do you think it's more important than other things? Because you said, like, it's basically the world interactivity, right? Okay, and it's an interesting point to make. But do you think that this is a primary thing we should do? Or you know, this is a primary thing that will actually help the game? Because, like, please remember, like, let's say the mental exercise we're doing here. And I told you, like, imagine that you're a director or a lead and you have a lot of resources to spend, right? And it's a great responsibility to have, you know? You need to be very careful with, you know, what you're deciding. So do you think this is a priority one? Or is there something more important? Right? Because please remember that resources are finite, right? They are not infinite. It's not that, you know, there's like resources vast and you can like do, you know, whatever you want. You need to pick your battles, right? You always need to pick your battles. Even when you have insane resources, you always have to pick your battles. I think it's something creep slasher. I think that it's something that is great immersion addition, something whose absence doesn't really detract much, exactly, but whose additions does somewhat help. Exactly, but the question is if that somewhat is exactly what should happen, you know? However, seeing as it's not the core focus of the game, which primary is quests and stories, it should be near the end of the priority list. That's an interesting point, you know, creep slasher. That's why I'm just asking you guys, you know, these questions to like provoke you, you know, to think and be like, okay, provoke you, you know, to have this mental exercise and be like, okay, this is really, you know, what we should be focused on. Actually, where is I totally my brain totally froze right now. What's the meaning of life? Okay. See you soon. Yeah, no matter where you are, I'll find you. Okay, cool. Delamain, he's just so messed up. So he apparently arrived in Yucatan. It really helps to put things in perspective. I've calmed down a bit, or I just want to say I hope you're not still angry with me. Good to see you're making progress. You came here to terms with who you are. You don't have a right to be angry at Delamain. Good to see you're making progress. Okay. This is such a cool fucking bit, by the way. I mean, props to Moritz. Props to Moritz, who definitely did that stuff. I really like that. Anyway, I probably won't find that. Shard. Let me really see if I actually have those things here. Okay, that list is actually fucking insanely long. This is the one? I think so. I think that those are the ones that we have read before. Is that the one? Okay, well, anyway, I don't want to be completely out of context, guys, so anyhow, let us move on, because honestly, we will stay here for hours. Interesting. So, Precious, please wrote it could be an equivalent of Red Dead Redemption train system. Yeah, I mean it like exactly like it would have to be, you know, something like that. Let me guys actually see what's here. Oh, okay. So there is actually another conversation here. Let me see. Who has here? Archived conversation between David Benny and Will Gunner. White Wolf 98. Hi, Pavel in the chat. Hello, White Wolf. Nice to see you. Hey, boss. What? That shop in Rancho is late with the cred. Send some of the boys. That's not really my line of biz. They gotta start squeezing that gong harder. Not the first time he's late. Yeah, sure. Just take care of it. Oh, you got it, boss. Okay, well, I mean, they fucking squeezed that gong kinda hard. How are you guys feeling about this? You know? Okay. My dear chat, let's move on, because, holy shit, we are, not turn on the lights, but, damn. The loot, yes, squeezed in concrete, yep, Guanchan, exactly, absolutely, Scorpwind. Let me Scorpwind. Let me Scorpwind. Let me read your comment. Regarding the subway system, if it was something that players would use only a few times, then I don't see much point in spending so much time and resources, but you were to tie it with some other content like quests, for example, then that's a different story. Absolutely, I completely agree with you. Maybe make some quests that would take place or in a train or something like that. Yeah, like, that's the thing, Scorpion. Like, every time when we're actually, like, building things like this, you need to be, like, a bit particular. Like, I'm a fan of basically like design where you as a, how to say it, when you as a designer, and in that case me as a director, like we are paying attention to what for we are adding certain component in the game, you know? And I actually want to direct you guys on some indie games, you know? There are some absolutely fucking stellar indie games out there that have just few features. Like, for instance, like one of my most dope indie studios, Supergiant Games, right? The guys that did Bastion, Hades, Transistor, Pyre. they are building their games based on just few features, right? You just have few things. But what they do, they basically make sure that those few things actually come together really nicely. You know, they tie up really well and they work together to create like great experience for the player. And this is basically what you as a designer, you need to do every time. Look at the thing, at the decision, and ask yourself, is that the most important? Is that actually making the game more coming together, or making it more less focused and just makes the game be like more all over the place, you know? So you need to be very particular about your focus when you're making decisions like this as a dev. Yeah, Packard wrote got some of those games on the Nintendo Switch. They're nice. Yeah, I encourage you guys to play. Like, those games are fucking great. Meet me in the evening at the corner of Pacifica Boulevard and Market Street. Ooh. Okay, River. Cool. Let me get there. I'm going. Why? What did I call? Okay, I called the car. I guess I can go. I can go with Rayfield. We can use this one actually. The fuck? Something just exploded nearby. I love this car, by the way. Just the design of this car is so good. It's so good. I want to actually, guys, go leave the car and show you something. So, do you guys know what is the Crystal Dome? So, Crystal Dome is this thing that is actually covering the windows here, right? So basically in Cyberpunk universe, we have figured out like something basically is like semi-transparent like glass that is in the same time a display. It's called the Crystal Dome. Lots of different things have it, like AVs as well and luxury cars. And now when you get actually into it, you can see basically when the Crystal Dome gets activated, right? And then there is this moment, you know, of transition. I actually love that. It just makes actually like this feeling of being inside this badass car really feel awesome, you know. I'm not a fan of like driving in first person, but holy shit, like this this car definitely like feels great, you know, like just the feeling you get from driving like in first person. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, okay, let's go now to meet River. Do you know who designed cars in the game? Well, I mean, cars have been designed by our vehicle team, so there's multiple different people, but Bill Daly. Bill Daly was at the time, he was basically a lead of the vehicles team, and Michał Przybylewski, oh god, I forgot his full name and surname. I think it was Przybylewski. Damn. I believe so, like, but there's multiple amazing like vehicle artists in our company that basically built all those fucking kick-ass cars. Driving is much easier with the controller, not gonna lie. Oh really? I mean, I don't know. I kinda got used to the keyboard, to be completely honest with you. Like, I kinda like driving with keyboard. But yeah, I guess, like, I think when I started playing Cyberpunk, it was much more difficult for me to like, oh Jesus, dude, just keep fucking driving. It was much more difficult with a keyboard for me, but I just, you know, no way. It feels like, thanks, bro. It's nice that he recognized that I'm just kind of a better car. Oh, my favorite song, hey? I think we have Principales playing, right? To Bobbly ask, did we intentionally take an inspiration from point-and-click cyberpunk DOS games of the past, like Snatcher, Circuit Edge, Mean Street, Rise of the Dragon? So we definitely have fans in the team in Red who have played those games, but I don't know if actually there was a lot of, I would say, inspiration, you know, when it comes to... when it comes to these specific games. Hey guys, I need to lose the heat. That was so fucking lame. That was so fucking lame, hey. Okay, whatever. Like, I really like driving this car, but like literally when I wanted to park, I killed that woman or man. By accident. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Parked professionally. Jesus, like people can't drive in Night City. They're like learning from me, I guess. Okay. Well, that's what you get. Thanks. Mage Milk Rogue, that's why you don't read texts and drive people. Thanks, absolutely.
Got no right.
Jesus, this game is so beautiful. It's time for another playthrough, I think. Roadkill 78. Yeah, well, I mean, I picked like the ultimate way. I'm just playing this game infinitely. This is basically, you know, how I experience it. By the way, we are playing with RDX on, so you know that's why it just the visuals are fucking kick-ass on the game. What are you doing, Caliburn? Chill out.
Well, this is the place. Tick, 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 tick.
Let's wait for our husband to show up. Ah. Jesus. Okay. I think that must be him. Right. Okay, he arrived. Such a nice, smooth arrival. Pavo in the car. Havoc. Thanks, Santa22. Car was jacked. My car just... Oh, I guess it's in the garage getting fixed. Husbando, yeah. Well, because I'm playing female V, so hey. Baby, you here? Mr. Brightman wrote. I guess you're talking about... You're talking about River. Let me save the game before we start the Havoc. So guys, let's everyone prepare for some... Someone stole Caliburn? No. Let's prepare, guys, get ready for some River orgy.
How you holding up?
Hey, man.
Better.
Oh, really?
I know. Probably not hard to tell.
Now, I wanted to show you like few things. So look basically in his body language. Observe, you know, his body language when he will be actually talking to me. Always back to sex. V-Eurodyne, that's not me, that's this game. That's this game, okay? It's accidental that I just worked.
Brand new?
Nope.
Not in a chatty mood, I see.
Not really.
And you can see it, like, you can actually recognize it, probably all of you, you know, from your past situations when you have been talking to someone who has been hurt or who is worried, you know, when they didn't look at you, you know, consciously. And look basically what River's doing. Like, look at his body language when he's talking to me.
Needed someone to talk
Virtual body language, yep. You have been lead.
Take a look.
Oh, mislead. Okay, I got some data, some news.
My name is Arif Iqbal, and this is WNS News. Today's
More dead politicians?
a routine
Just watch it.
inspection led the NCPD to the trail of
And that's a really cool thing that we never did actually in other places. That's why that was one of the reasons why we did it here.
following police footage was captured at the scene.
Oh shit! Look at this, guys.
1038, I repeat at 1038. Registration 2.
And you can see here, like, it's a storytelling trick that we're using. It allows you to actually watch the content while I'm actually not there, right? It's an actual recording, but it's so normal.
Shut your mouth. Oh shit. We have a 1053 and a 1054. I repeat, a 1053 and a 1054.
Okay. So 1053 and 54, it's probably like a dead person and a murderer.
The boy from the footage is LeVar Martinez, age 17. His parents reported his disappearance over a month ago. Unfortunately, LeVar's life could not be saved. His body could not withstand the severe septic shock he suffered. Autopsy reports revealed the teenager was given dangerously high levels of
That video
hormones,
looks realistic.
anabolic steroids,
Thank you,
and
Roma.
stimulants.
That was
The possessions and genetic
idea.
material of 7 other missing teens were also found in the car, belonging to one Anthony Harris.
So here it goes, guys. The Anthony Harris. Remember that name.
Although the criminal widely known as Peter Pan survived the gunshot, he has not regained consciousness, making interrogation impossible. Please stay tuned to WNS News for developments. in the
Damn.
story.
Okay, so guys, like, few things. Like, as you can see, basically, this is a storytelling trick that we used here because, like, we know that you're here with a river in the car, but we want to get you in the action and like kick start it as fast as we can. So the trick we have used, well, okay, just river shares a shard with the data, and you just watch it and you just observe. And he's a cop, right? So it's natural he has access to things like this, right? Selling Road High Power, so nice to catch you live. Nice to catch you selling live as well. Okay, so we guys know that this guy is the Peter Pan. That's apparently a nick that was given to him. Let's check.
This Peter Pan, he an old case? You were looking for him?
Never heard of him. Didn't cross my desk.
So you look like they caught him.
What's the problem if they caught the guy?
Yeah.
My nephew, Randy, disappeared not long past. And what you just saw, the kid was wearing Randy's shoes.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
And here you can see like how we have actually tied up that news and like paste the information to you, right? Like first you see he's nervous, then he shows you the news, then he basically tells you the nephew's gone, then he tells you that the that he has his shoes on you. Now guys, like I wanted to explain you something. This is a really crucial storytelling trick that is being used here, and there was actually numerous people that redeemed storytelling trick reveal. Let me actually talk to you guys about this. So Herida 1 last week redeemed storytelling trick reveal. Guys, this is super important for all the aspiring storytellers. The Long Crossing, hello, good to see you. So really interesting and important for all the inspiring storytellers. Guys, as a designer, as a writer, when you want to write your story, remember that you are working with something that we call absence of information. You do not make the player or your audience curious about what happened by giving him all the information. You actually want to design and make sure that the crucial information are missing. Here, basically, the designer of that quest line, in this case, it was Przemek Tarczyński who started it, and then Dominika Kuczyńska who took over as well, the same duo that you guys know from The Passion. Dominika who took over, basically, and Michał Krygier, our cinematic designer on it, and then Rafał Orkan, our writer on this quest line. What they did, they worked very consciously with absence of information. You're dosing that information step by step, basically, and you're making sure that player doesn't know too much, right? You want the player to work for it. Like, you want to grab the player and make the player be like, okay, I want to find out what the hell happened, you know? This is the way you actually build it. Lens XD wrote, it would be nice to access journals and messages like they do when reading data shard we just pick up, or when someone's solving details about the gig instead of opening the whole menu. Huh, that's an interesting point. Yeah, I think it would be useful. That's true. Yeah, just in like tabletop RPG campaign, exactly. Jet Sector 603. That's a very good point. Okay, let's guys move on with that storyline. Let's see what happens.
Randy's disappearance. Know anything else?
My sister and I don't get along that well. I don't know much. Just wish I could have been there for her when she needed it most.
Damn. Okay. Haven't been assigned to the search.
What, they figured you'd get emotional and kept you off the case?
More like a restraining order. Won't let me anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Gonigal took the lead on it. Lazy-ass gonk. And so far, he ain't accomplished shit.
Okay, so we know basically that someone else is in the case. Now, why we have built it like this? Because we want to make it personal for River, right? We want to make it personal for River. We want you to, as a player, to feel that this is something that he's coming to you with a personal thing. You know, that's why like each like romance storyline in our game is completely different, because we wanted to look from it from a completely different angle, right? Like when we'll be going through Carrie's storyline, you will see that actually there's a completely different angle that we picked. And here, basically, River is a cop, and his storyline is about something a bit different. And I personally really like it, like the fact that actually we have grasped it like this. So I really like that bit. There are really long questions. Let me look at it. I hope that you will still create protagonists with interesting characters in the studio, regardless of whether we create them yourselves, right, Geralt, or give us the character creator. I wouldn't want boring protagonists who rarely talk, like in Fallout games. Well, I mean, Revolver, like, I'm not a fan myself with protagonists that barely say anything, and we have been like trying to strike a good balance for V of having a character but being also like it is empty vessel for you as a player to fill in with whatever you want to fill V with, you know, and that was the, I would say, angle. You know, if it worked out, like that's you know, for you guys to judge. Like, I guess we have learned a ton of stuff, you know, building that. I've been wondering if it was intentional decision not to have side characters like Panam, River, Judy to meet in the game. That was something I loved in The Witcher when all the characters got to reunite, and it was such an emotional part of the story for me. Obviously that was different as Geralt, Ciri and the rest all in each other, but I always felt that would have made Cyberpunk main story a bit more satisfying for me. Really interesting comment, Litso Mitso. Thing is that we've been discussing this. Should we do it? Shouldn't we do it? The thing is, like, the Cyberpunks main story and side quest and the way how the branches are done, it's much more complicated than in The Witcher. That means that you as a player, you can have so many different relationships that the characters are at, and so many different situations that they are at, that it creates, maybe not infinite because it doesn't, but incredible amount of variation that we felt wouldn't feel good when partially, because we would have to partially ignore some of those paths, right, because of just how many of them there is. And we felt that it wouldn't be good for you as a players if we would allow those characters to meet but not cover all, at least most important paths. And that has become such a complex knot, you know, like when you're like tying things together, has been like become such a complex knot to untie, that we decided, okay, it would be better to like invest that resources into those storylines rather than make those storylines converge at some point and make the player meet those characters. Because again, like I know how the structure of Witcher 3 is, because like I've had a lot of I've played the bigger role in a way in building that connections there, especially like when it comes to combination of quests. So I know how it's done exactly, and the same goes for Cyberpunk. Like I've been responsible for creating that structure to just like make sure that everything works together, and it's incredibly complicated. Like Cyberpunk, it's much more complex than Witcher was. So that's basically the answer. Like I think it wouldn't have been satisfying enough for you as a players, or we would have to spend so much resources on it that we wouldn't have enough resources to put into quests. That's because it's always a trade-off, right? It's always a trade-off. I was telling you guys when we were talking about the subway system a bit, right? That this is basically how it works. Okay, guys, let me actually please move on with the with the quest, and then I'll basically talk a bit more about it. Gonagal took the lead on it, the crazy last gong, and so far he ain't complete shit. They are not completely wrong. Wouldn't let it go if I were you. Okay, let's go with the first
No
one.
way I'd let this lie.
I know. And that's why I'm asking for your help.
So what do we need to do?
Can't interrogate the guy because he's a veg, but we can view his dreams.
Sorry, dreams?
You heard
Ooh.
me. Come on, I'll explain on the way.
Okay, interesting bit, guys.
It's an experimental procedure, but it's already yielding results. They record dreams that can be played back as VDs.
Oh, okay.
Got access to these dreams?
Not yet, but they keep them in the lab we're headed to now.
Okay, wow. And here you guys can see that we have like tried to give you how to say it, an interesting detective story, because basically this is like this is a detective storyline what we are playing right now, right? And I talked about it a bit before on a previous streams, that some quests in Cyberpunk are like political stories, let's say, like as I Fought the Law or Dream On.
Going together.
This one is a crime
To the
story.
main entrance.
Oh, we're gonna break the law.
We'll find a different way in, and then hustle out quick. Never actually been here, so I'll need your help.
Okay. Okay, River, you can count on me. Guys, let's go to action. Let's get to action. I see a comment from Rapula Pasca. Rapula Pasca wrote, I love the game, but I feel buying cars was weird. I would prefer a car dealership where you can see plenty of cars and maybe pick up driving related quests at the same time. Interesting comment. Like, I have to say that together with like open world team, we've been discussing how the whole loop of buying cars is working, and I have to say that we haven't been too satisfied with the way it works as well. No worries, Sapphire, it's all good. It's all good. You can focus on packing because I don't know if you guys but I'm waiting for Sapphire for Christmas. You know, she's coming to visit. So yeah. Kazuliski, you have 40k pow pows? Damn, you rich! Shaft2K wrote, Pavel, can I please be a car dealer? Okay. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go, because we have a ton of stuff to do. Oh, okay, I think I can break in actually really easily here. But I can actually climb. I think somewhere here, right?
Get it. You can breach the fence, then look for a way inside. Knowing their funding, I wouldn't expect much pushback from security.
Huh. That's in a really interesting spot, I have to say. Camille, I don't know what question you're asking, to be honest, with you.
Oye, despacio!
Jesus, there's so many people here. It's like a super fucking crowded spot. Okay. Cool. River, like, I guess nobody's gonna see it. My bro. Come on. Are you coming? Oh, I need to open you the door or something.
Great. What now?
We find our entrance.
Oh! He got
An
here.
audit today.
I was sure that... Yeah, I remember that we implemented him climbing here.
How'd you know about the audit?
I did my homework.
Oh, really? Okay, he did his homework. He did his homework, chums. To Bobbly, thank you so much for subbing. You are awesome. You are awesome. Bugatti wrote, a car dealer would be nice, also a mod shop, and be able to sell them if you don't want them anymore. Huh. Okay. Police department. You guys are discussing with stealth spells, so I'm glad I'm not going to interfere there. Let me... Holy hell. Okay, why did I... Ah, yes, because I'll tap to the chat and then... Oh! You little... sneaky
Know
one.
where they're keeping the BD?
Likely the room where they edit the autistic kid's dreams. Should be labeled as Anthony Harris.
Okay. We are in the lab. We are in the lab. Let's look at it.
A few of these rooms we probably don't have to bother with.
Yeah, I suspect you guys know what I'm what I think you guys I know you guys want.
Locked. Can't get in.
Plastic and metal. This device stimulates conditions in the uterus, maintains the life of the BB, and detects BTs. Okay. What is that stealth spell? Oh, that's the Death Stranding.
Here.
That's the Death Stranding's Easter egg, right? You guys. I hope you guys saw it. Yeah, it was actually really cool. So I have a bit of behind the scenes story here, guys, that I can actually give you. Here, let me look at the behind the scenes story. So Daydream Wanderer redeemed the points. Guys, behind the scenes story. So basically, after the visit of Mr. Kojima in the in Red, we actually had a talk with few of our artists, and our artists and us. We've been talking basically with the Stranding team, you know, about making this. And actually, our technical artists, they actually spend a great deal of time, a bit of time, to basically make sure that the shader here actually is as close to the one on the in Death Stranding as possible. You can also see this RDX on that glass shader. We just paid attention and made sure that it all, like, you know, acts nicely and looks nicely when it's actually rotating like this. Yeah. BB. Exactly. Anyhow, a pretty cool bit. I think. Pretty cool bit. I think there was a question from somewhere to show you the map. I mean, the map is, I'm basically doing the hunt, the beginning of the hunt, and I'm in the NAPD lab, and this is one of the first rooms on the right when you, like, walk in. Okay, what is this? The HR documents. Okay. So I guess the idea is that we could be looking at it. Okay, that's a legendary overture. It's not too bad. It's a bit weaker than mine, though. It's a bit weaker than mine. Well, I guess everything's fucking weaker than Comrade's hammer. How are you guys feeling about this? It's kinda, well, yeah. I know that we can increase the damage by adding mods, right? Like, obviously, but still kind of far. Oh my, yeah. I upgraded that hammer, that Comrade's hammer, just a bit, you can say. I've upgraded it like a tiny bit. Oh, okay. Turn on the PC. Okay, let's look at the... That's not what I wanted to do. Some files. Some files that I can check. Creep Slasher, actually, about the topic of, balancing V and as an empty shell and a character. Emo V is a great balance between the two. One question, though, about how life paths are made. I noticed how the life paths kind of provide you with a skeleton story to structure your backstory around, pretty much, while still being fleshed out enough to be referenced considerably in the story without it hurting the player's own backstory. I think that's a pretty decent description. The skeleton story is also conveyed in the most part during the first 30 minutes of the game. Was it intended use of the life paths? I mean, the intended use was exactly the way we have done it, right? Like, so we wanted to give you as a player like a good moment to start with, a beginning of your story, and a good, like, in a way, reference point, and then few stronger moments. So let's say as a corpo, there's few stronger moments that happen. The tasks that you're given, basically you can see actual corporations, and all those things, that are happening inside the Arasaka. It's actually, I think those are actually pretty strong scenes, even though it's not that long. It feels very strong and like the character of that is pretty strong and defined, I would say. And then basically it gives us as devs, possibility to reference that in different moments. So this was basically supposed to provide you with a shell that you as a player can fill up with, your own stories, your own decisions, and so on. Now, you can always make a point that we should, add even more, to it. And that's a question I think that we're trying to find out and figure out for most of the production, what is actually this perfect balance, because like we knew that we are not really making 3 separate games for each of those life paths, but in the same time we wanted to make them feel that you really feel like this, because that was always supposed to be like a storytelling tool and RPG creation tool, so that you as a player, you'll take it and you will basically build things inside. So and you can basically build a corpo that you want, a nomad that you want, not this exact nomad or this exact corpo or this exact street kid that we did, but your own. And like trying to strike that balance has been difficult, because it was not easy, because we have realized that some players actually wanted way more. Some players actually expected that there will be less at the beginning and then more during the game. For some people, it was actually perfect balance. So it was, I have to say, it was difficult to say. Like, I think like it would have worked better, I think, if we would have found few more unique things throughout the quests for those different life paths to shine, especially in the moments when actually your life path is useful. Let's say you're talking to a corpo, like for instance in the pickup when you're talking to Sandra, Meredith Stout, that makes complete sense that you have a lot of lines for the corpo, and the same goes for instance Sandra Dorset. So that was the way we have picked. Guys, I need to move on with the game. For me, the best ending is with the nomads, and the story in CP is the best. Track Zero wrote. Thank you, Track Zero, for this comment and for being with us. Let me, guys, move on actually with our with the game. Okay, so we have some files and then we have some messages. Okay, let me actually look at the files maybe first. Subject AH. Okay, is that it could be Anthony Harris? Report filed to NCPD. Patient transported to hospital 18 minutes after suffering missile wound to the head. As the missile penetrated multiple brain layers, a temporary pulse captivity immediately followed. Due to rapid intervention, intracranial pressure was reduced and inflammatory damage to brain tissue was avoided. Okay. Despite successful intervention, the patient remains in a coma with estimated chance of waking at only 0.6%. In the event the patient does wake, likely complications may include paresis in the right side of the body, vision impairment, speech impairment, and cognitive disorders. estimated value for NCPD investigation near zero. It's interesting, like, because when we were building that story, there was a discussion, like, because we are basically pretty much making a story where you actually have already kept the killer, right? Like, it's actually a very unique, in a way, construction where you have an investigation story, but you already caught the main person, like the main guy. So what we had to do, we had to place all the interesting, intriguing elements actually in that investigation, and in the fact that Randy is in danger, right? Nephew of River is in danger, and that's why this is where we have placed it. Okay, let's read another one. Okay, fear of the number 91. Okay, let's check it. In the recent years, the list of commonly feared numbers, such as 6, 13, and 66, has grown to officially include the number 91. Okay, guys, you probably see I don't know if you see the reference, but if you don't, then I won't explain it. While the phobias of the numbers have origins well studied by science, example tetraphobia derives from the fact that Chinese word for death and 4 sound similar. We can still only hypothesize a rise of number 91. Patients afflicted by a phobia of the number 91 often complain of recurring nightmares in which a giant conundrum reaches 91, then suddenly stopped. A giant countdown, not conundrum. With the attempt to restart the countdown, it transformed into a bright yellow board with vermin crawling all over it. Curious what they mean by that. Kazuliski asks if I watched season 2 of The Witcher yet and any thoughts. I didn't yet. Kazuliski, I'm waiting for Sapphire to arrive in Warsaw so that we can watch it together. That's the plan. This shared experience has already spawned unproven conspiracy theories, which, among other things, claim that the dreams are transmitted via either electromagnetic waves, the digitized minds of a mysterious netrunner sect, rogue artificial intelligences, or classified monochip installed by Night Corp agents. None of these outlandish ideas contain a grain of truth, of course. So what is that causes the phobia of manifest such intense reactions? That much yet remains unknown, but as many scientists often claim, the truth is out there. So without full knowledge of the phobia's origin and its underlying factors, how can you treat it, study it? Thus far have shown promising results for conditioning patients via induced dream states in which the number 91 is inverted to the number 19. Although this matter remains in clinical trials, experts are optimistic that 91% success rate will only continue to improve. Yeah, well, anyway. So Cybermucka wrote, "Hi, I want to thank you and CDPR team. I really love your games, and Cyberpunk 2077 not an exception. I just want to know that this game is amazing, not only in graphics and dividing us into the world, or you mean inviting or driving us or diving into the world. This game saved my life and still is doing so. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you liked the game." Anma Studio asked, does it have to do something about the FF mystery? I don't know. Well, the FF is a mystery because it's still a mystery, isn't it? You know, I'm not commenting on it, you know, so. Kushix wrote, "Pavel, I really like the apartment design. It's really inspiring me when designing my own house." That's awesome. I wonder whether you actually hired real architects. Those interiors are really impressive. We actually have lots of actual product designers in our team drawing the concept art. So, in our concept art team is fucking cool. They really do a fantastic job. And I remember, like, I was actually joking at some point when Javier, who was doing the interior for Carrie Eurodyne, I was joking that, dude, I need you to be the one who's basically making a decoration for my own house, because those guys are so talented. It's Cyberpunk Sunday, baby. Yes, it is. Okay, let's move on. Security update. Noemi retweet to research team. I would like to remind everyone of the upcoming audit and changes in the security. I'm willing to answer any immediate questions you might have. As you are aware, we've had complaints from the NCPD. I know, but we'll have to follow the new guidelines. There's no wiggle room in this, and at the time, TBD later, you will all get your new double verification access signatures. You will each receive individual emails with the relevant details. No more of that reply all funny business, and then continue your work as normal. Of course, excluding the day we have assigned for the audit. Have a nice day, security. The talent. Thank you. I'm doing my best. Eugene Kusama to research team. Good morning, all. I would like to congratulate all you on Dr. Dwarven Packard on the recent studies she made on the field of pediatric autism therapy. Her invulnerable work has paved the way for more effective therapy applications than the established behavior methods. THCCH, ASBD, and RDI, clearly surpassing all supportive methods, sensory integration, and subsidiary believing upon traditional approach such as music therapy. I speak for all of us when I say we're extremely proud of Dr. Packard's scientific achievements, but also more importantly proud to see huge inflow of warm letters from happy parents. What accent was that? I don't know. What do you think? Eugene Kusama? What do you think, Eugene Kusama? Like a full on-character voice actor, 100%. Thank you so much. Snegurodzka, that's voice acting is my it's my passion. It's my passion. Have you thought about bringing the helium tank to one of your streams? I actually did think about it. Flashbacks to Yelenia's Russian accent from Hawkeye. I didn't see the Hawkeye yet. I'm going to watch it with Sapphire when we are together in UK. Project decisions for the next quarter. Yolanda Castandela wrote. Okay, Yolanda. The following projects have been greenlit for the continuous quarter. Quarter meters, neurotransmitters selecting countermeasures in combating the effects of stress, cyberpsychosis, audiovisual stimulation and autism therapy, limited environmental stimulation as treatment for antisocial behavior. We have decided to suspend research into transcendental meditation. All those involved on the project will soon receive a more detailed report about the indefinite suspension and information regarding new project allocations. No, he's Skippy. My favorite voice. He sounds like Veigar from League of Legends? Really? That's interesting, okay. Okay, guys, and another one, actually this time around, important all staff, read please. Ah, interesting. So from Cy Swearingen. Damn. Dear Tim, I like to beat around the bush as much as the next guy, but I'm afraid I don't have the luxury this time. First of all, you'll remember the framed quote I used to have in my office. Never trust a person who has never tried to steal. Well, and someone took the sentiment too much to heart. Now, don't panic, I wasn't the quote. That I was stalling it safely at home. Rather, it appears a staff member has taken our neurotransmitter research files from the facility with the likely intent of selling them to a third party. As such, lab employees will be required to take a polygraph before leaving the facility led by our own Dr. Al Tolliver. If Al finds anything troubling from your tests, the next course of action will be termination, legal action, or both. No jokes. I mean this with all seriousness. Let me empathize. Do the polygraph before leaving work. then you're free to get to your naps, showers, lap dances, or whatever is your people doing your off hours. Have a pleasant day. Sigh. Thank you guys for the Oscar. Anna Savrat, Fasting City Auditor, is talking. Okay, let's see what Anna has to say. Damn, this is like so many. That's such a fucking great content for me. I can't wait. Dear all, as many of you know, this week's audit is simply a formality. We are required by law to periodically evaluate current laboratory safeguards for effectiveness and future modernization efforts. Remember that this audit is as beautiful for the city's bookkeeping as it is to keep you and your research safe. We are playing for the same team here. Please treat this as a mandatory day off. Your best regards, Anna Swart, Fasting City Auditor. Do you guys like it? I remember like on the anniversary stream when like Pavel Ochotsky was with me and I read one of the shards. He just like almost collapsed inside, you know. That was funny. That was such a good content. That was such a good shard. I loved them. Anyhow, okay, guys. That being said, can you probably please start reading audiobooks, preferably children books? Haha, you crazy person. I loved that he asked people if they liked that. Yeah, I know. I was like, I laughed inside too. Like when Pavel asked about it, I was like, okay. Stranger of Dreamland, thank you so much for subbing. It's really appreciated. Oh, this room is closed. Okay, guys, let's move on with our reverse storyline. God damn it, Jet Sector, thank you so much for your Prime sub. It's really appreciated. Guys, where should we go? She heard Mr. Pavel though. Oh, who heard? Oh, your mom, Camille. By the way, greetings to the mom. I know that she was watching us. I hope she's a fan of a family-friendly stream. Give River some smooshes. We are getting there. Ooh, some upgrade components. Imperial poison. Imperial, which attracts danger, is the poison resulting from irritability. This poison, a quite substantial one, is deposited against the walls of the nerve channels and then spreads through the entire organism. Nice. Definitely something that I wouldn't want to try. Oh, interesting clue. Ooh. Oh, wow. Alright, there's some interesting computer here. Hi, River. How's life? Oh, nothing to add? Okay. Let me look at the computer. Let me check it. What do we have here? Those are new, right? Like, we didn't read them. Oh, this is a fear of number 91. Oh, okay. And this is about the brain dance. Okay, this we read. Security from Noemi. This we read. Yeah, Kusama. Do you guys recognize this one? Melissa Rory, latest research. Interesting. So those we actually have read. Yes. So so this one is a unique one. So do you guys recognize Melissa, and you guys see all the connection and combinations? Camille Cesaro, she's not watching at the moment, but she saw when I was entering the XXX shop 2 weeks ago. Oh, cool. That was by the way a vaccination spot. You know. Camille. Yeah, it was not the XXS shop. Anyway, yes, Camille, Bullet's quest, exactly. Let me actually read really quickly what Tarin Dodgett has to say about Melissa Rory. Based on the latest research of the subject, it appears that the patient suffers from relapses of antisocial behaviors. The recommended treatment approach is limited in environmental stimulation and increased doses of neuroleptics. See treatment details in attachment. I will remind you, this is not an isolated case, but a fairly common problem among members of MaxTech. The NCPD is pushing for more resources put into cyberpsychosis research, but our facility simply can't accommodate optic right now. And a friendly reminder, please email your applications for overtime next quarter by no later than tomorrow end of day. Here you go, you know, some researcher. Oh god, Stealth Spill is laughing. It must be so funny actually for like for like members of the teams that I'm working with, you know, when people know me from like completely more serious side and they just come join this stream and I'm just this ridiculous dude here. Okay, so this is the room when that is used for basically interrogating like children and stuff, you know, with like different helps and so on. Don't get there if you are not done with the looting. Actually, it's a good point. I need to check if there's anything else, because I've not played this quest for a long time. Okay, even more computers. Okay, dear computer, show me. Do we have anything? Ooh, okay, that's the 91. Those we've seen. Oh, okay, this is another unique one. Jean-Paul Perrit is writing. You read Kusama's email congratulating Groven. Eugene must have been very pleased with her strides. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, she goes it up with that cop, then all of a sudden gets all NCPD contract. What a coin dick, huh? Oh, exactly. Here you go, you know. Some French for you guys. That was a French accent? I don't know. What do you think, Pinky Julian? Is that not good enough? I'm, you know. Bravo. Bene. Allo, allo. My mom greets you back and wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Camille, greet your mom back from us. From all the gonks, all the freaks, and the whole stream. Rocker girlfriend. Hey Pav, what are your thoughts on the prior river content that was altered or removed from the prior iterations? Is there a possibility that River will have more content in the future? What about romance-specific gigs content in general? Well, I mean, so the thing is, it's actually an interesting topic. So, like, with River, actually had much less content before. And we have, throughout the iteration process, we have actually added much more for River, you know, throughout. Okay, this is just a general one. We have actually added like much more content for River. I mean, the thing that you know right now as his storyline, so it wasn't before, right? So actually, when we've been like iterating the content, we have actually added a bunch of stuff. I'm not actually aware of anything that we have removed for River, to be completely honest. Like, maybe there was something, but I don't think so. We have been actually like only adding for River because we recognized that, you know, that River had a bit too little, and also like the other thing was that we wanted to make sure that him as a romance character, he has enough space, you know, to be built properly as a person that for the players, you know. Messages. Okay, some unique content. Sikubor Reshi wrote, may I ask if it was the original vision for Dreamer Corinne? Oh, for Corinne Tilly you're asking. She seemed to be dear to Radovid, possibly his lover. God damn it, you are asking about shit from like 2012 and 2013. I really don't remember. Like, I think it wasn't like very far away from what we did in The Witcher 3 at the very end, you know? But I'm sorry, like, I don't remember the details there. Regarding Corinne and Radovid. When we'll be playing Witcher 3, we may, like, look into it, you know? I can also, like, talk to some other people, you know, and just, like, make sure that, you know... make sure that I know more stuff. King Levy wrote, watching season 2 of The Witcher, then going back to read the books and play the games made me appreciate what CDPR has done with the Witcher world, evolving it into something more while staying true to the roots, world building, and mythos. King Levy, thank you so much for this comment. You can't imagine how difficult that is. You can't imagine how difficult it is actually to stay really true to base material and really like expand on it, rather to like turn it into something different, and in many cases something worse, you know, something that a lot of players wouldn't probably appreciate, you know. So it's so difficult. It's just so much work, and just so much talent. And you know, like, thankfully I work with amazing artists and other designers that you know, like, constantly work on it and make sure that we are actually doing it properly. Hey, Still Here asked, have you fixed the reverse phone calls after the romance line ends? He was bugged for me and I can't call him or talk to him. I'm sorry it was bugged. I mean, we know that because it hasn't been happening 100% from what I know. It was happening only in some circumstances, and UNs, unfortunately, are one of the cases. We definitely know about the problem. Okay, this is as much as I can tell you right now. Hey, Still Here. Okay. God, guys, let's go and play. No. From Carolyn Adams. Hello, I just remembered not to mention our latest study to those NCPD slug brains, because they, well, just wouldn't understand it anyway. And then this we read. Okay, those we actually know already. There's so much emails and like content like this. Guys, I think, did I already explore all those rooms? Teachings of the Temple, excerpts. Oh, okay, this is a general one, I think. Yes, however, this is not accidental that it's here. But if you guys want to delve more into it, I will leave it like this. Let me really quickly see. This is a fear number 1. And I think we have checked all of them. This is awesome. Okay, good. So as River mentioned, we don't have to use it. Yes, and this is the second entrance that we have used before with the River. How did you get there, my friend? How did you get there? Okay, I think, guys, we are ready to go into children's room, right? Like, are you ready? Jacques Diri wrote omelette du fromage. Yes, omelette du fromage. I actually think that it's actually incorrect, right? It's incorrect French, because in French it's actually omelette au fromage, right? Not du fromage. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sapphire, because like you are better in French than me. But I think yes, right. Oh, like I think. Oh, Pinky Julian, you're French? Maybe you are. Yeah, exactly. It's omelette au fromage. Exactly. That's. I knew it. You know, people are spreading just misinformation. Everyone's always like saying omelette de fromage, but yeah. The French king has spoken, girlfriend. Thank you. Yes. Okay, my dear gongs. Let me actually move on with this. Damn. So we are in children's room, designed to provide users with maximum convenience. Okay. Oh.
Hey, River! Think I got it.
Found something?
Not yet.
Anthony Harris. Let's try these drawers.
Oh, that's cool. So we have some records. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's try this. They managed to scan it. Okay, that's a Rubik's Cube. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Pavel doing illegal things, being like what? Being French? Or speaking French? Oh, a toy gun. Huh.
Someone wants to be a cop
Oh,
when they grow up.
that's the one. Okay, I wanted to actually look at this. Toy totem.
Tech's half decent.
And then the BD.
They got budget-savvy management.
Oh. Interesting. How early do you of the rest of the devs know about marketing plans for certain trailers, news, and announcements? I mean, Revolvo, this is like a lot of our internal things, so I would prefer probably not speak too much about it. But in most cases, we are really trying to like stay as close as we can with our plans
Bill
and strategies.
No. Anthony Harris.
So we are always trying to stay as close as possible. So in a lot of cases, very early, I would say. Especially now when we are actually really trying to, together as a devs and marketing really be in a great, how to say, like keep the communication flow. The theory of imperil. Okay, I guess we need to move on. Okay, guys, well, let's check the cabinet. Was breaking in necessary?
Say, River, why not just have a janitor crack a door for you?
Can't risk getting scolded for sniffing around somebody else's case. Yo,
What are you doing here?
Oh, that's the one that
got
we
kicked off
read
the
her
force.
emails.
just suspended, actually.
And who might you be?
He was suspended? He didn't tell us that.
Oh, wait, here. Hear me out, please.
Seriously, River? You weren't in enough trouble already?
Harris kidnapped my nephew.
Damn. Shit hits the fan.
Really, I am. But we store evidence here, and we have strict protocols.
Protocols. Talking about his nephew's life here. A child's life.
This is an ongoing police investigation. Go.
Can you hear the
please.
music, right? With the tension, all the choices,
Get out
Can't
now.
leave without Peter Pan's dreams.
all the choices are timed choices, to basically make it
Out.
Damn it, Yelwin. Who the fuck do you think you are?
rise the tension.
Remember your first med school exam? You know the one. Passed it with flying colors. Gotta remember it. Ladies' room erupted in flame. They evacuated everybody for 2 hours.
Huh.
I cannot believe you would throw that in my face. I never wish to see you here again. Especially you. This man, he only takes. He never gives anything back.
Hasn't let me down.
River and I get along. We're friends. Hasn't let me down yet.
Oof, the
I thought us
friend zone.
too.
That why you're refusing to help him out?
Harris's dream, BD. Where is it?
Panam sounds to
He isn't
Dr.
dreaming.
Packard sounds like Panam to me. Is it the same
Why?
VA? I
Why?
don't know. Could be the same voice actress, but hard to say. You
bullet damage
can
to
see
the
here like the
body.
behavior of
We
NPCs, the
get
body
only
language
different
and all,
approaches.
the
Pieces.
the way they act. To just basically show it. Now, another thing is like, I wanted to tell you guys like this, in a way, it's a storytelling trick reveal. It's like, this is basically like at the moment when you as a dev and as a designer, when you're writing your story, like make sure you're delivering those like juicy tidbits to the player every scene. So for instance here, I found out something that River has kept away from me. And I found out that he has been he has been just suspended, right? This is like really interesting, right? Yeah, Camille Cesaro also asked that Emily Zellner gave voice to Dr. Packard. I actually don't know. I'm sorry, I just don't know by heart, you know, all the actors, because as you can guys imagine, it's like hundreds of them. All the actors with whom they worked. There is a possibility, of course, and you know, like if your guy's ear tells you that it's the same actor, could be. CQB02 asked, Pavel, can you confirm in Witcher 3 if Isengrim Fauliterna was a member of Big Five and it wasn't him who was? Yeah. I probably don't want to speak about it. I'm not sure. But let's see it. Let's say CQB02. Let's say that you are onto something. Okay, let's leave it like this. Okay, you are onto something. Ali Ringo asks, I thought we would see a relationship like the Triangle of Geralt and Triss and the Infer in this game, but it didn't happen. Do you have any comments on this issue? And in the fact of this demand for people in the future games. I mean, first of all, it wasn't an issue, right, for us. It was a conscious design decision. No worries, I see it's a Google Translate. It was a conscious design decision, and the reason was that basically the people that you can romance in here in Cyberpunk, in this time in 2077, we assumed, and when we discussed it together, they wouldn't have been so. How to say it, like demanding and captivating for you. So it's not that they would make you make a big deal out of the fact that you are meeting someone else, right? Like we assumed that the relationships will probably be a bit more open, and that the society will go towards that direction. That's why in Cyberpunk it was done like this. Like we felt it was completely not believable. Like if we would make like a triangle or some kind of like a, how to say it, like someone will hold the beef against another person in that case. So that's the case. Like it was an conscious design decision. It wasn't an accident or an issue, I would say, right? Yeah, I always saw River's storyline as about someone who tried to fix things by being part of the system. They realized it was fruitless and leaving to make an impact on his own and reconnect with what is important. Very good, I think, diagnosis. Harry's still here. And what do you think that thing was that he went back to reconnect to? River, because like I think it's partially true what you said. I mean, it's truth what you wrote, but it's not the whole truth. There's more going on. Chibo Healer wrote like, when can we romance fingers? I don't know. You need to ask modders. This is not up to me. You know, this is not up to me. I'm just a dude with internet connection. So hey, you just need to ask modders. Dead End River, I'm sorry, I want to see for myself. Let's try.
I'd like to
Try audiovisual stimulation.
But he isn't on the spectrum.
A favorite song or movie helps you reach the kids. Might be worth a try.
I am aware of the similarity. Hypothalamus stimulation and hormone production. But Harris is not a child. I have never tried the procedure on an adult.
Ooh. Any specific reason why?
Any reason you haven't?
Because unlike River, I went to med school and studied neuroscience. And not by reading about it over someone's shoulder on the metro.
It's a good point, you know.
Let's try it.
We don't even know his preferences.
I'll find something. That mean you're willing to try?
Just go. I'll open the front door for you.
Ah, so she has agreed.
Let's ride, V. I know exactly where to start.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, and we can actually ask. Dr. Packard about the Arasaka's relic. Let's try
Say,
it.
by the way, what do you know about biochips? Arasaka's relic in particular.
Well, it's designed to store a person's neural engram. Sorry. Just imagine copying over a person's memories and personality.
Right, I get that. I'm more curious what happens if the stored engram overwrites the engrams of the chip.
The Cyberpunk Crocs.
Overwrite? I'm not even sure that's possible. Why do you ask?
Nah, never mind. Not a big deal. Thanks.
Not a big deal, yeah. Stealth, but I love them. Really love the Crocs. Blishtar wrote, I think River's such a well-written and complex character. A man trying to do some good in a world that doesn't want him. Yep. Exactly. That's why we also felt like that is the proper storyline for River, because he in a way is like representing a part of a like cyberpunk world, being like an NCPD, like basically the law enforcement. Like this is what he is representing in this story, among with actually any other things. I checked in the MBD that the voiceover and Emil Zellner gave voice only for Panam Palmer, and I also found there which is correct as additional voice, and I also found Pavel, which is there is additional voice. Yeah, so you guys have an answer, like Emily Zellner was only a Panam character, most likely. Like, oh, an interesting device. Curious what it's doing here. This homeless person had some fun, you know. Like here, you guys have a primary example of environmental storytelling. You know, a bed, a device, some poster to stimulate the I guess imagination. Very nice. You know. Anyway. Really creative environmental storytelling. Vaccination device, winter muted, yep, but it's very likely. Okay, my dear chat, let's move on. Okay. Sapphire is messaging me sometimes and making me laugh when I'm streaming. I bet you had all those interesting devices placed. No, Rodine, it wasn't me this time around. I even remember, like, when I was reviewing that content, I remember, like, I asked environmental artist who was like building that to like make sure it's clear what the vision is there with that spot. Sapphire, I'm surprised it's Pavel who hasn't done that. Oh well. Let's get in. Okay, man. What now?
Okay, let me hear it.
Booted off the force. Didn't tell me got fired. Okay, I'll just get with the last one, I guess.
Lost your badge. Didn't tell me about it. Why?
I don't know.
Makes you a bit of a lead head, doesn't it?
That'd do.
And you can see, like, it's a trick when characters actually speak about something that's difficult for them. Because basically we are showing that he's slowly opening, you know, to view.
Joss's. Randy's mom. She thinks he just ran away from home. For now, keep the kidnapping between us.
Oh. Should we be looking for Harris's place? Haven't mentioned Randy's dad. Tell me more about Randy. I'll just ask about this one.
Gonna tell me why we aren't trying to find Harris's apartment?
Stop for a hidden place. I mean, we're driving
I doubt he's keeping
for
his
now,
victims in
Camille.
his
So,
basement. Besides, we are trying.
yeah, I
If we
can't
can
really
find some
stop
connection
exactly.
To Harris at Randy's.
Pretty weak lead.
Best we can hope for just now.
Yoan not gonna report you, okay?
Not worried Yawen's gonna toe the line? Rat you out to her superiors?
Used to be friends. Doubt she'd do that. Plus, not that I'd use it, but I do know one skeleton she'd prefer remain tucked in her closet.
So he knows something. You love the music in the back, exactly. Any thoughts on having CP Night stories as a subscription with real-time news scenarios DLC? Oh god, I10V9 up V2. No comments, to be honest, about this and any like feature content or anything like this. Music's amazing. Yeah. Think Yowen will help?
I think Yowen will actually help us, all things considered.
Yeah. These tiffs of ours always end up the same way. I'll tell you about it over a beer sometime.
Thanks, River. Sign me up for that beer. Let's focus on finding Randy. Okay, let's go.
Sign me up. We find Randy.
Because we want to do
and we
that
find the
romance,
bodies of the
right?
bottles.
It'd be my pleasure.
Oh, hey, look at that. Getting the points with River. Already inviting us for another date. River romance. Yeah. Is it true there is an Easter egg in the game of you signing Never Fade Away in the shower? No, it's not. I mean, I've never found that Easter egg. I also never recorded it, so, you know, unless somebody recorded me, like Sapphire recorded me under the shower and then sold my files. You know? Huh. Okay, River. Are we there slowly? Because you're kind of slowing down, or are you just careful? Okay, I guess we'll be there. We'll be there soon. I really like those drives, by the way, with NPCs. Like, I know that some players actually didn't like them, but damn, I really love it. Who's the studio responsible for the main plot? Who said, "Let's make let me read the quote. Let's make story about Geralt looking for Cyril. Let's make story about construct for Johnny in it." Ezio, oh, Beesby, so much. Frankie, so much for gifting the subs. You're the best. Thank you so much for gifting it to Mayark, King Crave, Grach, 3D Man, and Krisu Cox. You're the best. So who's responsible for it? Normally, it's basically our story director, story lead, and our... Okay, we didn't hit that dude. I was just scared for a moment. Normally, it's basically our story director, story lead, basically, that start kicking it off with a game director. We have a discussion. Then we have a short conversation about pitch and ideas together in few directors, with basically narrative director with Igor, with me as a quest director, with Tomek Marchewka as a story lead. And then we discuss, like, overall, I would say, direction. And then when we have overall direction, then the topic, when we define that overall direction, then the topic actually goes to our story team that writes an outline, you know, of the story. So all our writers work together to, like, provide you as players with, like, or us as devs rather, with, like, overall direction, you know, what kind of, how to say, how the game is going to be, you know, what is the core content of the story is going to be. And that actually then comes to, like, our key directors and key leads, I would say, from the narrative side. We all review it, talk about it together, and as soon as we have it in some shape or form that can be shared with the teams, then we share it with all narrative departments. And all narrative departments start working on it, you know, and then basically go into more and more granularity. And at some point it goes to the quest team, to the point when we actually write quest scenarios. So basically what you play right now, pretty much. And afterwards, it goes to the cinematic department. It goes to our writers again, who write dialogues. They focus on the scenes and all that, you know, whole pipeline.
And changed it all since?
Starts complicated.
Places like this never change.
Oh. Is there a secret place there? Okay, let me actually jump there. Oh, I see there's a shark
Lovely
there.
neighborhood.
Thanks, Johnny. Lovely neighborhood. Okay, so it's inside a house, actually. I don't know if I should actually... To the railways. Damn, okay. I probably should stick with River, right? Like, we'll have a bit of time to explore when we'll leave River. Let me actually, for now, just focus on River, and then we'll keep on. Then we'll walk around. Save the game. Okay, River, let's go. The hell? What happened? What happened? An aquarium simulates the freshwater environment of the Amazon basin from the mid-21st century. Interesting. Interesting. Are you streaming next week? Litsomindo asked. No, unfortunately, this is our last stream before Christmas. My dear chat, I will be back, I think at the 9th of January. So it will be a 2-week break. So I will basically be back in 3 weeks. I will speak about it at the end of the stream. So yeah, this is the last stream of the year, because basically we will be having a bit of a break because of the travel. You know, I won't be mostly here, and also like I just want to focus on the family topics. You know, spend some time with Sapphire, just make sure that we can stay together and have a bit of a, I would say, peace of mind. But I will definitely miss it, because I really like streaming for you
either
guys.
got business with me or news about my Randy.
Okay.
Wouldn't drag your butt out here if you didn't.
Joss, meet V.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay.
Sylvie, is this about my Randy?
Randy's been taken.
Why didn't you call?
Joss,
Throw a blanket over the truth, like always.
Police caught the guy, but he caught a bullet and he's in a coma being watched.
But where's Randy?
We're looking, Joss.
Here?
Yeah. Having kids in Night City sounds awful. Rocker girlfriend. Yeah. Arguing won't help.
River.
Arguing's not gonna help anyone.
He's my child. You got no place telling me how to behave.
Joss.
You can actually see that she's not actually even looking at me. She's looking here at the floor, because she's like, in a way, terrified. I'm also like a person that she just got to know, and she basically doesn't know me, right? So you can see like she has this worried pose, basically of just being like, holy shit, what to do, and so on, like what to do right now. Need to look through Randy's stuff.
River.
Listen, we need to look through Randy's things.
Why?
To find any lead we can. Trust me, Joss.
Just don't destroy anything. Randy doesn't like it when anyone pokes through his stuff.
Yeah. You can see basically
Let's
how
go,
like
Kids are playing outside.
insecure she feels.
Tell 'em
She
it's time to
was like standing here in a corner, when talking, and then with like this close posture and stuff. Okay, guys, let's try to actually comfort her a bit. I really like Joss, to be honest. Revia Wolf edits wrote. I'm glad you liked her. Okay, stay strong. Must be hard for you alone. Okay.
Can't be easy, raising 3 kids on your own.
Well, it wasn't any easier with my husband.
Oh,
In fact, the best days were when he didn't come home.
damn.
There were times I wished he'd disappear for a month, just to not have him hang around.
How did he die? I love I just love the moments when he, as a player, I actually have like so much like additional options to delve into and explore, to understand the story and like to talk to these characters. It's always feels great. River wrote a lot that which studio members usually finish the work on a particular game at the earliest point. The story team, people from story music, people from story team, definitely. Because basically after providing us with a story outline and then writing all the dialogues and then attending a lot of the attending a lot of the voiceover recordings, they usually start switching slowly to new topics. Like there's something that they have to write on the way, which is we call it on screens. On screens is basically all kinds of text that is being localized, but it's not being recorded, but needs to be translated. Like an example, shards, right? All the shards need to be written by the story team and then translated, but this is not a voiceover, right? So this can be written in a second, like we would say, shift. So basically, after attending all the recordings of a voice over, our story team switches to writing all the on screens. But then afterwards, they are pretty much free to go and take care of next things. So yeah, our story team, they always start first and sort of like start first and finish first as well, you know. Isletus, oh god, you finished the game. Okay, I want to read your comment. Hey Sasko, I finished the game yesterday for the first time. I did the Panam ending path with Judy Romance, and I hate and love you guys at CDPR for making those last 3 hours some of the most dramatic, heavy, intense, gut-wrenching and action-packed endings and missions that I have seen from a game in a really long time. The end really hit me in many ways and stuck with me, excited beyond belief for the expansions and more content. Thank you so much, Isletus, for playing the game and for experiencing this. I'm really glad that you had an opportunity to do so. Kazuliski wrote best ending. If you say so, guys. If you say so. Oh, I think I've waited too long and I can't talk to her anymore. It seems so. It seems I can't. Okay. Well, let me really quickly explore the rooms. Is one ending canon? Geopolox, I cannot tell you that. I was already asked about it so many times. Because if I would tell you guys that some ending is canon and some is not, it would in a way invalidate your own stories, and I don't want to do it, right? Like, you need to, those are your stories, right? Okay. Wow, okay, that is an interesting drawing, I have to say, over that bed. Joss. Okay, I cannot talk to her, unfortunately. Let's check another spot. Ooh. Oh, I think that's her husband, isn't it? I think that's her husband, right? That you can find him. Yeah, it's actually interesting, you know, that when you just explore, you can see basically that all those places are like customized, you know, to make it feel like real, you know, like in the game, make it real, like in a real life. I mean, but is there a canon ending? Don't have to say which one. No, I prefer not to comment on it, Rexic. Okay. Don't you think that some of the corporate decisions about not talking about future games are sometimes weird? Next year, you are supposed to be working on 2 games from your 2 franchises in parallel production, and in the end you can confirm what's going on. Kind of funny. I mean, well, it is kind of funny, Revolvo, but again, that's basically what is the policy, right? Like, after all, I'm just a member of the team, and I need to follow the policy that is being set up. I mean, and your question is, isn't it weird? I mean, because like what I would talk about, you know, like for you guys regarding like the future, like regarding like next year, right? It's just like, I guess like what's important right now is the fact that we are working for cool juicy shit for Cyberpunk. That's the most important thing, right? That's the most important, I think. Teplu asked about the inspirations and if something was taken actually from Judge Dredd movie. Personally, I noticed that Mega Buildings, Polis, and Kerenzikov effect were partially copied from that movie. Well, I mean, so first of all, Teplu, we are always trying not to copy from the movies, and the thing is, like, Judge Dredd actually, like, well, you can say it copied because Judge Dredd didn't copy it really. Judge Dredd also, like, got inspired, you know, by a lot of other, like, cyberpunk media, because Mega Buildings or Kerenzikov actually existed in Cyberpunk 2020. They also existed in other like media and other, like, I would say, you know, roots of the cyberpunk genre. You know, they existed in Hardwired, you know, book. They existed in hardwired, like, pen and paper system. So it's not that we have copied something from the Judge Dredd. It's more like that all of those you know, how to say, products of cyberpunk genre are coming from a common root, right? And the common root is basically the ancestors, right? And like Mega Buildings, this is one of the recognizable elements of cyberpunk. The Kerenzikov, for instance, specifically, this is Cyberpunk 2020. The thing is, like, when you're making a story, let's say about cowboys, right? In story in a wild west, you won't make a story about cowboys without a cowboy, right? And this is pretty much what Mega Buildings are in a way for cyberpunk stories. So this is how I would, this is what I can basically add here. Like, it's a core of cyberpunk as a genre, you know, those elements. And, you know, like, we have found our own, how to say it, like, version and vision, how those Mega Buildings are looking. But of course, you know, lots of lots of inspirations have been drawn from multiple different, you know, sources. For the game. Anyway, guys, let me actually read that chart and check it out. Greetings from depression. I was 15 years old, set to fail 4 of my classes at school, but I could barely get out of bed, much less drag myself to the bedroom and take a shower. At first, my parents were worried, treating me gently, but after a few weeks, their patience began to run out. And that's when it started. Snap out of it, just go for a run, you will feel better. Why don't you talk to your friends? Quit feeling sorry for yourself. What do you have to be sad about? Other people have it worse. Words that even after 10 years of therapy, medication, a stint in a psychiatric ward, and many relapses of depression still ring in my ears. Anywhere, anytime, every day. And they still cut just as deep. Yeah. Greetings from my depression. Someone's writing from my hometown. Illusiard wrote. Yeah. The shard is a mood, definitely. Yeah. There is Tripping the Dice fanatic wrote William Gibson's Sprawl trilogy is the root of all cyberpunk genre, and the most shared elements of the genre come from his works. Exactly. Good point. Of course, you know, the Neuromancer, you know, in a way has started it all. I mean, there was like, because there's 2 things that happened at the same time, right? That as you guys all know, like, there was a first Blade Runner movie, right? That was written on the base of, you know, Philip Dick's short story, and then there was a story from William Gibson. So in a way, William Gibson is also using, you know, other stories. So it's always like difficult, right? Because like I think you can make an equal point saying that because to jump to back to my point is like when the first Blade Runner was created, actually William Gibson was in the process of writing the Neuromancer, right? You all know that, or you all probably know that William Gibson actually rewrote like a large part of of the first book, because when he saw the Blade Runner, he was terrified that he will be accused of copying the movie, right? That was something that William Gibson was talking about multiple times, actually, in like many interviews and so on. So it was interesting, like, because there was like, I would say the cyberpunk was a product of an era, you know, a lot of different artists have been working on a similar cyberpunk cyberpunk pieces of art, I would say, and those, coming together, created that genre. But of course, William Gibson is the one that gave it a lot of the shape. Exactly, but it's not exactly true that he was the first and that everything started from his Sprawl trilogy. However, absolutely, he has paved the way for a lot of us, for a lot of the work for cyberpunk genre, and he's definitely one of the fathers, and his work is very important for this. God damn it, guys, your questions are so fucking long. It will take me years to answer this. Okay, I need to follow the river. Okay, Maximilian wrote, since this is the last stream of the year and my last chance to ask about Songbird, let me make a big highlight. Pavel, I know you probably can't confirm anything. You're right. But I just want you to acknowledge my version of Hair, the one I even included in the book with a naughty QR code, and etc. Yeah, I've seen it. I hope you read that QR code, cause it took me and Hallie a lot of effort to write Songbird's backstory. Please read it if you haven't yet. Lots of love for me and AMA community. Merry Christmas. Yeah, so I will take a look. I've definitely seen it. I've seen the picture of Songbird. I'm definitely not confirming anything regarding this, and I will read it, okay? Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you. So, Cydric, the year is coming to an end and I don't do social, and I want to say it. I'm sorry to all CDPR devs had to endure so much blind hate in a personal level, but also thankful that you're not backing off and you made yourself a target for all that hate by associating your face with the game during streams. No worries, man. I know that this will happen. I knew that it will happen at the moment when I started streaming. Thank you so much for those, as they are informative and brings the community together. That makes me look forward to the end of the year. Next week, bring it on 2022. Thank you so much, Cydric, for being with us. Guys, you're writing such long comments. I love those, but we need to keep on playing the game. I need to keep on playing the game. Romulus, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Pavel, enjoy the holiday and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. LeBron is the king. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. You know what would be really amazing? Ongoing DLC expansions, multiple. LeBronista the king. I know. Yeah. Thank you for your comment. Dragorago, hello. Pavel, playing video games for 30 years now. Damn. My friend, your experience. I want to thank you for Cyberpunk. It was a great and unique experience, especially the immersion and atmosphere you created in this game with the great storytelling, characters, first-person acting, immersiveness, quest design, city itself, graphics, music, and voices. So thank you. Good luck in the future. Merry Christmas in advance to you and the team. Thank you so much, Dragorago, and thank you for being here with us. Thank you for playing Cyberpunk, and I hope we won't disappoint you in the future with whatever we are doing. Pablo, what Pablo you have to say to me? Pablo, if you had the possibility of your own vision, would it be prefer a darker and rainier version of the game as the mainstream cyberpunk genre you prefer, or such a colorful and crazy current version? I honestly prefer current version, Pablo. I mean, there's always a question of the tone, right? Like, because maybe it could be a bit more rainier, just a bit more, a bit more gloomier. But the thing is that what we wanted to do something fresh and new. And in a way, we had to bring up the cyberpunk genre that was in a way dying, because for years there was no games, no movies, no books, no short stories created for cyberpunk genre. A lot of people don't recognize that we have brought it to the mainstream, and there was so much work put into making sure that we'll localize and update Cyberpunk and make it relatable for the current players. So I actually really like what we have done with Cyberpunk visually to just make it actually look more familiar for you guys, because there's no point for me as an artist to just copy Blade Runner, right? Blade Runner already made gloomy, dark, rainy nights, and you can have it there if you want to. You can just rewatch the movie.
That's the trailer.
And that's it. Like,
Eyes
we
peeled for
really
details.
wanted to do something fresh and new. Hello,
Monique, Dorian. Hey, guys.
Monique and Dorian.
Is this your girlfriend?
Just a friend.
Yeah, we wanted to make this like small moment, you
You
know.
gonna stay over?
We'll see.
We wanted to make this small
Wait.
moment with them appearing and asking if this is your girlfriend. To basically give you like a hint, you know, for a player. Regarding the romance storyline with River and so on. So yeah, we thought it would be like a cute moment, you know.
This is their old trailer. Randy moved in when I bought him a new one.
Real hellhole. Like in my good old days.
Yeah, okay.
You check around. I'll check the trash.
Okay, guys, we need to investigate this place then. We need to. Well, let's investigate the. Yarly Frith. Yali. Fairthroat Road. I have a question. Is there a way to park your vehicles permanently in the apartment garage? No, there isn't. According to my knowledge, there isn't. Unfortunately, you know. You can you can roleplay and like pop, you know, put them there and stuff, but unfortunately, there's no way to actually make them like permanently stay there, right? Like we needed all the vehicles to go back to your like virtual garage, let's call it, so that they are fixed, right? They're coming back to you fixed when you just wreck them up as a player. Okay, so this is a small spot in a trailer. Oh, that's this room that I can check.
Can still see the nicks from those first years we measured the kids.
Oh, that's cool. Did you guys see like when they were measuring the kids? That's a really cool, neat detail. on the like entrance. So that's really awesome. Go back and scan. Yes, I'm going to. Will Cyberpunk have an optimization patch for PC or it's only for console? My friend, like, so far all the patches that we've been doing, they've been for everything, right? Like, so maybe that's a hint in some way, but I am not commenting on anything anymore. Okay. Record player, top grade, device, excellent, disc, scratched. How do you feel? Fanatic of dark music styles. Okay. Yeah, and you can see here that we have the tainted Overlord. Damn, this art is interesting, I have to say. Okay, guitar. Randy's guitar, made from mahogany and spruce. 2069. Strings are loose, haven't been used for a while. Hasn't been used for a while. Okay, that's interesting. Randy's antique key?
Got some kind of key here. Real fossil.
Not quite what we're looking for.
Oh,
No.
he went
Left
somewhere.
his favorite hoodie in the closet.
Scorpwind, hello Pava, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Scorpwind. Thank you for answering my questions since stream 19, and sorry it was a little annoying or intrusive at times. You weren't. What are you talking about? Besides, I love your guys' questions, even though some of them hurt. I'm just excited that I don't get to interact with a game dev that worked my favorite game, The Witcher 3. No worries, my friend. I love Witcher 3. And I love Cyberpunk. I gave, you know, both of those games like just a piece of myself, you know. Yeah. Playing games on PC since the early 90s, and just wanted to say you guys made a spectacular game, one of the best I've ever played. Yali Firtroad, thank you so much. This is such a nice comment. Okay, so this is what River was commenting on, that he's checking his wardrobe. Okay, team, let's go. Scanner shows an access point below the floor, but I never was able to access it. Huh, interesting. Does it? You know, it can be, it could be that that something's bugged, right? Like that's always a possibility in some way, but I'm not seeing actually a scanner, access point here. We'll take a look when I will walk around the building. You know, scan the toilet. I will. No worries. No worries. Considering the tone and atmosphere, do you see the rest of the team have an agreement on when is the year 2077 game takes place? Is it summertime or any other particular season? It's break between summer and spring and summer 2077. Yes, near the sensei. This is when the game takes place. Okay. Libertium. Ah, that's a review. So that's the Tainted Overlords. That's the Tainted Overlords review of the last, I guess, vinyl. Chromatic rock, pretend at worst, caricature at best. Okay. What else we have in the toilet? Ah, Randy's pill container. Traces of chemical substances. Oh, that's the
Drugs.
Let's not go there.
Society's fault.
Yeah. Thanks, Johnny. An asshole as always. Okay, so we have something here. So he basically had these pills here, and he was, I guess, reading about his favorite creator on the toilet. That happens. That happens to the best of us, I guess. Romulus, I want to apologize you for asking really difficult questions. Why, Romulus? It's all good. Specifically regarding past iterations of the game, and thank you for tolerating my annoying ass. You're not annoying. Come on, man. All good. All good. Don't worry, you know. I really appreciate that you're with us. Scorpion sequence from 2018 demo takes place in April, so pretty much what Pavel just said. Yeah, exactly. It's basically between spring and summer 2077. Okay, my dear chat, we are doing this investigation very slowly, but we need to really make sure that we are checking wrong. What is going on? Oh wait, he does. I'm not really sure, guys, what is going on this chat. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Have you thought about adding snow into the game, or was it the planet at all? Penguin Gamer, no, not really. Like, really from the very beginning, we actually had an idea that we are basically placing the game between spring and summer. So no, I mean, I think the snow conversation. The snow conversations haven't been really happening, to be honest. Okay, let's check this poster of Tainted Overlord.
Favorite band?
You know him well.
Used to send him an album every year for his B-Day.
Oh. Live concert, May 27, 2076. Okay, so that's like from last year. Huh. Okay. Locked cabinet. Let's try it.
Some kind of game here. Shipping code on it.
Oh, okay, so it was closed automatically. Okay. It's interesting though that the sorry, what I'm trying to say is, like, it's so interesting because, like, even though of course, you know, I've been reviewing that quest a lot of times, it's just interesting to, like, follow it and so on and just read, you know, what is actually going on and what's happening. Oh, look at him. Look at him. I think that's Randy and Joss, right? Isn't it? I think it is, right? Oh, and he's playing the guitar and the Tainted Overlord there. That's nice. Cool. Oh, and that's him and his friends? Those are his gonks? Yeah. Oh, his girlfriend. Sorry, that's his girlfriend? Maybe his girlfriend. Damn. I was thinking that's Joss for a moment, but maybe it's actually his girlfriend. Yeah, because that's the girl. That's this girl. Yeah, you're right. It's his girlfriend, of course. Yeah, it's his girlfriend. You can see the crew, you know. V is his girlfriend. What? But you mean like River? I think stealth spell, not Randy, because here we are looking at Randy. Oh, it's not River. No, it's not River. Oops. No. Hey Steeler, hey Pavel, may I ask why River and other characters wear heavy coats when it appears to be incredibly hot in Night City? My friend, it's Cyberpunk, right? Isn't it style over substance? I mean, you know, isn't it? We had a conversation about it actually with our character art at some point, like, and we just wanted to like make it basically for a style and just assume that those are like some artificial materials basically that are not like actual real fur, because you know River wouldn't be able to probably afford real fur anyway, but just a you know, artificial one that's not that that is not that warm. Okay, yet another one. Yeah, that's his girlfriend, I think. He made his potato face in the background. Randy, my friend. What you've been doing? Okay.
Expensive tech. Randy had the scratch for this?
You're joking.
Yeah, River, tell me. What the hell is this? Yeah? What now? Holy shit.
No chance Randy could afford hardware like this. Way too pricey. We gotta get in, but I doubt anyone knows the password. Can you crack it?
Oof! Yeah, I cannot crack the password. Because I'm not, because I'm a blockhead. I only have 7 out of 9. I only have 7 out of 9 intelligence. Pavel V's inspired by Christmas tree. Oh no. I love this response. I love the way River and V interact so much like an old married couple already. So much so that everyone looks at me like, oh yeah, this is his girlfriend. Yeah, in a way. Exactly, like that's basically the sneaky way we try to do it. Yeah, I'll try. Okay, I cannot use this, unfortunately. Dear mother departs. Okay, I'm close that. Let me look for it here, like, where is... Okay, Tainted Overlord. Tainted Overlord, my friends. Tainted Overlord. May 27, 2076. Don't know how.
Don't know how, River.
Damn. Need to try to guess it then. What could he have?
But Pavos V is a beautiful lad, Ludite fool. Would snow even be a thing in Night City, being in California, desert badlands and all? Yeah, exactly, Pinky Julian.
Let's go.
Exactly. Well, I mean, how I'm supposed to do that, River?
Who's the girl?
His ex, Natalie.
X in the peak? What's her name?
X in the pic. What's her name? Natalie?
Gonna have to keep trying.
Okay. I mean, there has to be, like, I'm pretty sure this, like, this has to be important. Printing ink and badly fluids, typical.
Come on, V.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out, River. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, the player.
Oh, Liberum Arbitrium. Dark shit.
Sound could use work, but you can tell they put blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Right.
B. Randy looks like his tag.
B. Randy? Okay. Randy's antique key, okay. What is the password? Oh, I can talk to River. Okay, I'll just check. That's the code.
And Aldecaldo's jacket?
Keepsake. Used to be his dad's.
Ah, yeah. Recycled plastic, sweat, digested alcohol, grease and dust.
Move. Let's go.
90%. 90% chance it's the origin. Okay, let's guys try it. Punch the track title.
Punch this track title. Liberum Arbitrium.
That did it.
Oh,
Help me have a look around.
okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Try 2069. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. I was sure that's it. 0 to X0, 0 to X0 road is. Yeah, kinda. It's Liberium. Yeah. I figured it out. I figured it out. Hey. Musicians talking. Yeah, Johnny. Exactly. Do you think crafting is useless, as it can be full legendary before you can craft epic items? Well, I mean, because that's for the player that went for a different path, so I don't think it's useless. I mean, because I have built the crafting build, and I had like ton of legendary gear, you know, and for instance, like updated some of my guns and stuff to like legendary, using the you know, crafting specs and so on I found. So this is I don't think it's useless, to be honest. Like, it doesn't feel useless for sure, you know. It doesn't feel useless for sure. Okay, close use. Okay. Okay, messages, files, network. Okay, files. Oh god, this creepy video. Jesus Christ, I remember when we were making it.
Fucked about that cartoon. My skin's crawling.
Yeah, something's really fucked about this cartoon. It's I remember like when we were just discussing this like creepy cartoon. I feel like crafting is essential to make some story items OP as hell, like the Johnny's pistol. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Cuphead 2077. Yeah, 3D man. Actually, it sometimes feels like that. Like when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, I I felt like that. Misho8723 wrote a long comment. Let me read it. What I miss in Cyberpunk compared to The Witcher 3 is that in some cases, if you didn't do some quests, there would be consequences for that, and I don't mean consequences. For an example, you miss out on some characters, some loot and such, but the consequences were story based. Like if you didn't did quests for neither Ceres or Hjalmar, then Svanrik gets to the King of Skellige, and the new scenes show up just for this event. Yep, I know, Misho. It's just the thing is that the Witcher 3 had a completely different construction than the Cyberpunk, and I've been talking about it in the previous streams, and it's a complex topic, but basically, look at the construction of The Witcher 3. You were sent to No Man's Land, to Skellige, and to Novigrad, so to 3 big hubs, and then you're going back to Kermoren after being there already, so you're revisiting place that you already visited. We can show you the consequences. Then, as a player, you are sent again to Skellige, Novigrad, and No Man's Land, right? That means that we actually have a space basically in the main storyline, in the way it's constructed, to actually show you the consequences. This is the reason why in The Witcher 3 it was much easier to show rather than in Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk we have lots of consequences like this, but because they are much more subtle, because you need to, like, for instance, go to certain places and basically see it and look at it. Otherwise you wouldn't ever see it, you know? Like, literally every week I see on Reddit people like discovering new things. Oh, guys, I went this or that, and I discovered that, you know, recently I saw the posts about, like, because people were saying that there's no 24-hour cycle for an NPCs, and you literally go to the clubs and you can see people, like, outside of the hours when club is working. You can actually see people, like, cleaning the club and so on, with a completely different setup of community that is in contrary to the time when the club is working. But those things people are discovering only when they decide to go there, right? And this is the thing, like, in Witcher 3 you were forced by the main storyline to actually visit that place, right? And this is one of the points of learning, you know, that I took. Like, I mentioned to you guys that when I was doing actually story, when I was doing a retrospective for my team, and I was looking actually back at the story design for The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, and I was looking at the core differences. That's one of them, actually. That's a really, really important big difference, you know, the fact that construction of the storyline in The Witcher 3 allowed us easier to show you the consequences. Also, like, the fact that we, as a designers, we also had the flashback mechanics, you know? Something that was like, I was not a fan of it. It was just kind of rough. It was like suddenly starting, you know, Dandelion was talking what has happened, you know, and so on. But it was basically a matter of telegraphing to the player the consequences of their choices. While in Cyberpunk, you really need to listen to radios. You need to check you need to check the computers with emails, because there's lots of computers that actually get new emails in time, and that basically talk about the story events. There are things that are unlocked in radio. There are things that are unlocked in loading screens, depending of your choices, you know? And like, I see players slowly uncovering it, and because, like, you can see it pretty much weekly discussed on Reddit all the time, because there's ton of it, you know, like, and some people still are uncovering actually things that we have hidden did for The Witcher 3, and I know that for Cyberpunk it will take you guys years. It will take you guys years, you know, before you will actually get there and understand, you know. Video slowly rewiring our brains. Yes, let me switch. Volume 1 of the Blades of Doom trilogy, Chapter 1, Ghost of Ancestors' Salvation. Okay. Interesting, right? You need a very high IQ to enjoy Cyberpunk. Yeah, well, but that's the thing, is like, I feel that it's not good, you know? Like, I think that the game should be done in a way that anyone can enjoy it. People with very high IQ can actually have ton of fun and actually have these deep topics, but people that they don't, you know, or just didn't put enough time in it, can also find an enjoyment, right? And I feel that Witcher 3 has been much better in doing that, providing a great entertainment for anyone. While Cyberpunk, just the bar of Cyberpunk enjoyment is so much higher, just for you as a player. You just need to put so much more work and be so much more attentive than in contrary to The Witcher 3. And I think it's difficult, you know, because, like, when you're making games that are AAA as we are, you need to make sure that you are actually making games for lots of people, right? You're not making games for, you know, 20 people that will play some indie game developed with a floppy disks, right? It's not the reality. We are making things that you can compare to Hollywood blockbusters, right? This is basically the games we are building. So it needs to be a bit more, it needs to be done in a way that everyone really can enjoy it better without, and I want to emphasize this, without really compromising the depth and complexity and like interesting things, you know, that the game is doing. Anyway, guys, Jesus, I want to move on, sorry, because, like, you guys are asking amazing questions. I absolutely love them, but fucking hell, we are not moving anywhere. Scout Cone wrote, I did a lot of investigating in the game and sometimes it paid off. Like I followed cues from a murder scene. I found my own and ended up in the middle of side quests that had a result. The veteran who shot himself. Exactly, that's a great example. That's a great example. There's actually many more of those. Okay, guys, let me check this. Okay, what is this? Black metal has produced countless charismatic characters, but the uniqueness of Ireland Burroughs, known also by monikers Namach and Baliberith, is perhaps in a class of its own in genre. Vocalist, guitarist, bassist, songwriter, ideologue. Some call him a genius, others a fucking psychopath. When a person like Burroughs becomes defined by polar extremes, it's no wonder when he becomes arouse curiosity outside the metal world. There is no diminishing the lasting mark he's left in the black metal, but even music more broadly. Most agree he was the driving influence for a new wave of metal artists and bands like Tainted Overlord, who had managed to claw their way up from bowels of metal hell to the almost mainstream music scene. There are things based on loading screen spaces of your choices, not on your choices specifically, on your progress in the main storyline in this case. So there, I mean, but well, in your choices in a way, right? Because like you as a player, you define the order in which you are going throughout the main storyline, and you can of course, you know, play main branches in a completely different order, sort of like how you can in Cyberpunk, in The Witcher 3, and then that order actually reacts. Okay, guys, let me check it because I really want to do that investigation today and basically wrap up the stream with it, so that we have also a few more minutes for us. So let me please go back to playing the game. Sorry, Anthony. What to Randy?
They caught Harris in a vehicle like that.
Oh, I mean to Cole. Sorry.
Shit, River, I remember that day. He lives close to an old school.
Oh, interesting. I meant to call. Sorry, spent half day sitting in my Thornton. Police had all Watson blocked off and I was stuck in traffic for hours trying to cross town. Interesting. I kind of live in an area where I used to go to school, but then it looks all different now. I'm trying to find ways to pull those jumps made in easy turn around. Hope you're not mad. And then Randy is like, hey, no problem. I need to help my mom always. Do you have everything ready at your place? Almost. And then Randy. I just wanted to say thanks.
This guy, huh?
I just wanted to say thanks. Guess in general, I'm just holding on to the thought that there are more people like me out there dealing with some shit. Why are you helping us anyways? I used to be like you. Like all of us, I wasn't spared any of life's cruel twists and turns. Worst of it was when my best friend died. Shit, sorry to hear that. Can I ask what happened? Or muscle disease, his body just got weaker and weaker until he was shadow of himself. I wanted to help him more than anything, but there was just no possible way I could. Of course, anyone who would have help couldn't afford. If we just had the means, he could have brought some super drug or a new body or I don't know. Worse luck than the disease was being born into a poor family. Anyway, that's why that's what I do what I do. I couldn't help my best chum, but just made there are some people out in the world I can help. Interesting, you can see basically how he was empathizing with the guy. I found a Maxtech who was a cyber psycho, Pavel. That mission was so damn cool. Thank you, Seb Mondome. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, Big Trouble in Haywood. Anthony writes, hey, I hope you don't mind.
His identity. Sent him the game as a present.
Oh, I hope I don't mind, but I used my admin privileges.
Same. Shipping code suggests the prick sent it from the Badlands.
Find you in real life. That is your home address. Sorry, hope it's not too weird, but I had a good reason. There's a gift on its way, a game called Big Trouble in Haywood. You know it? Anyway, hope you like it. Have fun. Fucked up again, Randy.
This guy baited Randy like a pro.
I'm talking again. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep doing this. I guess I'm just a piece of shit. And then Anthony, You're a perfectly normal person, Randy. You're just like anyone with a organic heart still beating in their chest. Remember, I'm always here to talk to you, to understand you, to help you. I know you recover from this. I like you always. Like, it's just like what we have used here actually is basically a typical way how like that kind of predators actually lure people into their net and like, you know, like just one of the things that this quest is addressing, you know, is basically a safety of the person, of a, let's say, a young person who is in that case troubled in network, you know, when you're safe, and you know what actually can happen to your child, to the teenager even, you know, who is basically here, and it can actually happen even to adult people, you know. Yeah, emotional manipulation. Yeah, he's so gross. I fucking love this side quest. Kutak wrote. I'm glad you love it. Okay, Natalie writes to Randy. Thanks for yesterday. The city from up the tower looks so beautiful. Honestly, I'm felt speechless though. Maybe that's just because I don't love heights. Really, it was nice, but maybe next time I take you into the city, head to Japantown, grab a bite. You'll love it once you see it. And oh my god, the restaurant, my aunt takes a piece sometimes. So Nova. Just let me know. Love you, cutie. Yeah, of course, I had to about the restaurant. We'll see. Not sure I have time. Hard to promise anything. But so we'll see. Hey, you know, you don't have to worry about the Eddies. We already talked about it. Just let yourself be invited to something nice for once. Love ya. Thanks, guys. I'm doing my best. Tell you what.
Do you?
Oh.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh.
No. There's no way. Why would he do that?
Interesting.
Not only did they agree to meet, but it looks like Randy was as excited as any kid on his way to a theme park.
Oh God.
Fuck. This creep definitely scrambled Randy's head.
Tell you what, I think you're signed really Nova. I think I'm ready to finally meet you in person. Came time and plan you wrote before, cause man, I just can't wait. And then Anthony to Randy. That's right, some of us agreed. It makes me happy to hear you happy. Just one tiny request, delete this first email I sent just in case. Don't want anyone sniffing around sometimes that doesn't concern them. Oh. Genax Panda wrote the voice. Oh, thank you. I'm doing my best. Taking their girlfriends up the water tower, a classic Ward family move, apparently. Yes, Blishtar, I'm glad you saw it. Actually. I'm glad you saw it. This is, yeah. As I told you guys, like, we do not do random shit most of the time. And I understand. I didn't have a normal family either. My mom died young, and my dad, he just tried to give me a future. Wasn't enough, though, to make a living on the farm. Once the cattle persistence took hold, eventually it all just fell out beneath his feet. The cattle, the business, deep depression took his life. I tell you just so you know, you're not the only one who's lost a father. I understand you so well. The only real difference was nomads that stole your dad from you, and for me it was corrupt corpse that their dirty man grabbed. Such a cool moment, you know, when you have the lore of the nomads actually you know, working together, and here you actually understand, okay, this is the reason why actually Randy didn't have a dad, right? Like, because he was basically traveling with a family of nomads and he left his actual family. That's why I hide all my activity for corpse trauma team and Biotechnica would be all over me in a second if they knew what I got up to, but I don't have to explain all that to you, Randy. I get it. I know you'll keep it all just between us chumbas. Stay strong, buddy. I know you got it in you. Okay. And then Randy to Natalie. Hey,
Natalie must have been the only person Randy trusted.
Okay.
Can we view this page with a link?
Oh shit. Okay, we'll be surfing some network. We'll be thank you, Camille, for the countdown. I am looking at the time, don't worry. Hey, Nat, check out the side tracks are bad. When you are there, click on the image. The red one with the people on. Oh, okay, red one with the people on it. How the hell is this? Some kind of cult? Like, how do you even find this? Just cruising the net, doesn't matter. And then Gil to Brandy. Hey, wanna answer my text? Wanna answer my calls? Still alive, man? I have a special delivery for you, a Valentina tune of mine. You gotta pick it up. Anyone in Haywood would I give both kidneys for this thing, and I'm still holding it for you free of charge like some gong. Do me a favor and answer, because I'm starting to get pissed. Okay. Guys, let's go actually. Ooh.
Some kind of link. The one Randy wrote about?
Let's find out.
View the page, Randy. Click on the image on the drugs or bedside. Okay, who are we? Our mission, stay clean, contact us. Interesting. It's never too late to change. So, guys, like just a small story for you. Like before we move on, like when we've been building that quest, one of the things was we wanted to play out with this notion, with this element of, sometimes actually people who will. Drag you down, and people who actually like act like predators, they will at the beginning do everything right. So like basically they will basically teach you about like, morality. They will show you like web pages like drugs are bad. They will hand up, leaflets. They will feed you, they will help you out and so on. This is basically a common strategy that kind of predators are using. That's why we have tried to depict this here. Okay, contact us. Okay, you can contact us, stay clean. And here you just have basically probably a decent, a decent advice regarding the website, regarding coming clean and so on. Drug overdose deaths are steadily on the rise. This is nothing less than an epidemic that is decimating our society and the young people most of all. If we continue to ignore what's right in front of us, thousands of people will die within the next decade. We won't let this happen. We have you won't either. Who are we? Okay, and then I need to click this. Tony's Shelter.
By Anthony Harris.
Christ. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Welcome, lost stranger. Search for Anthony Harris' hidden page. Good to see your friend. Welcome to Tony's Heaven, the place you've been looking for, the place where you can become the best version of your parents thanks to Tony. I live here with my friends. They came here because they were fed up with seeing their life go to waste, just like you. Think of me as a farmer who looks after his livestock. Get acquainted and stick around. Together we'll show those old farms what we're capable of. No idea what I'm talking about? Don't worry. I'll explain everything in good time. But it's time for you to decide. Do you want to remain a shadow of yourself or become the person you always dreamed of being? Come on down. Okay, we need to find that. Okay, join us. Introduce yourself.
Jesus, River, this is fucked. The guy preyed on troubled kids, made habit to target boys like Randy.
This is my fault. If I just paid more attention. Just talked with him more.
Hey, come on. You're not the one to blame here.
Yeah, you can see here, like, how River is, like, trying to, basically, like, going through it in his own head and stuff. It's insane. And that's the thing, like, when we've been building like that was, like, really consciously built. Like, we have iterated this sequence so much, to just, like, make sure that the lines are delivered properly, that they have a right emotion. And I'm talking about writing, right? Between, like, V and River, when they both together sit over that computer and, like, try to, like, understand what the hell happened here. It was so intense, yeah. I know who you are. You are the boy that's been rejected by society, left to fend for himself, misunderstood by his family, and deprived of real friends. It was once like you. I was once like you. You can stay here as long as you like because you just found your new home. I have a secret special treatment that will not only get you back to your feet, but will also free your weight from your mind and shoulders, make you limitless. Everything you need to burst of your shackles, you'll find in my heavens. You'll become Superman resistant to sickness, strong, healthy, invincible. But before we do that, how about we get to know each other, and then there is a message for Anthony 34. And then files. Okay, I clicked files. Oh,
Hey,
There was
look.
a file here.
The name deleted looks like, but the name's still there.
yeah, okay.
Name. Wasn't the video file on Randy's
Randy
comp
must have
called
downloaded
something
it.
like that? Sure, but V, don't you get it? This could be the key to Harris's mind.
Here's
Oh,
open.
yeah.
Hey, can you use any of that Netrunner magic to shake anything else out of this?
Okay, how the hell I'm supposed to get his IP address though? Can I like, yeah, okay. Lacks the skill for this? Oh, holy shit. I'm unfortunately not strong enough. Romulus posture check? I am pretty straight. Hydration time? Ayano? No, I ran on fumes. Hodiges wrote, "Hi there, Cyberpunk is my favorite computer game genre, and I had a good time playing it. Like my character in law give top marks to art and music and atmosphere. My full thoughts can be in like one Twitch comment, but thank you for your passion. Thank you so much for playing the game. We all appreciate it very much. And as you can see, like other Reds with a diamond icon on the chat, those are also, you know, members of a Red team, so they all hear you. So thank you so much. Here we go. Drank. Posture check. All good. Perfect. Okay, let's go.
Not that kind of magician.
We are unfortunately not strong enough.
We'll have to manage without it.
That cartoon, River, could be what we've been looking for. Said yourself we need something that'd get Harris to dream. Send it to Yawin.
Right. Sending it now.
And you can see his eye went blue, basically, because
Okay.
he's sending the data
So she'll
right
get
now.
back to me by
We
morning.
always use it as a
And
unified language
I
in the
may
game
son
when
of a
somebody
bitch.
is like communicating like this.
And, come on. Let's grab a bite.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we will just have basically a bit closer and personal moment with River. We always think that those are important to make sure. Is there something else that I can actually get from here, or I'm just confused quest designer right now? I don't think actually, because like I think I've actually took everything that I could, didn't I? I believe we can go.
Listen, let's not worry Joss more than we need to, huh? We're hot on the trail. We'll know more tomorrow. That's it.
Ooh. Okay. Delamaid wrote, jambalaya isn't that good? Go to the railways on the right. We'll get there. It's just like I think I'm going to save here at the moment when we are going to the Jaws.
But it really tastes like boogers. Yeah, boogers. Ew.
It really tastes like boogers. Okay, cool. Let's save. You know, wow, this quest is long. You know, kids, exactly. You know, this quest is long. Let me my dear chat throw some music for us while we are finishing up the stream for today. So, my dear chat, I wanted to wish you all Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here today on this, I guess, last Christmas stream. I will be back in 3 weeks because like 2 next weeks I'm traveling together with Sapphire. We have some families to visit. So we'll see each other in 3 weeks and we'll continue, you know, playing River storyline. and you know, there's so much more to play and discuss regarding Cyberpunk. I know that you know, there's more questions in the chat, but I actually never have enough time to, you know, answer all of your questions. You can see that the you know, fireplace went off exactly perfectly at the time. So I wanted to thank all the Reds and moderators that have been with us today. Thank you so much, Chivok, to be with us, our customer support engineer. It's really nice when you're here. Thank you so much, Silver Wolf, Christian, our cinematic designer. Thank you, Stealthspell, Despina. It's always a pleasure. Thank you, Miles, our senior level designer, for being here. Thank you, Ayano, our UI producer and our mod. Thank you, Kogito, for modding the chat. And thank you so much, Sapphire, for being here with us. I know that you had a lot of packing this time around to do, but it was nice that you were here on the chat as much as you could. Dear chat, I wish you a wonderful Christmas time, and I'm going to leave you with this music. Spend time with your families, play some good games. In the meantime, gift presents, and we are going to see each other in January 2022, hopefully for another next year of Cyberpunk, even better one this time around. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye bye.